everybody. Hello. Oh, the return of King Scott.
Hello.
Oh, man.
Feels good to be back. I got tanned.
There you are.
Yeah.
He looks so gorgeous. His hair is so big today.
Extra puffy?
Yes. You washed it last night.
I washed it.
All right.
It was
that's
a big
what it is.
deal. I got that new water pick, so my hair is it's easy to wash.
A water
now.
pick?
You water pick your hair?
What?
This is a whole new game changer. It's a little unit that you put, new water head,
was your nickname
then
in
you
high
can
school,
pull off
right?
this little wand.
Yeah.
And it has this high pressure.
No.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Wow.
I like that.
Yeah, it
Hair
was a
washing
gift.
technology has come so far, guys.
Dude.
My hair's
We're
so
there.
fine and thin that if I did that, I would just go bald. It would just shave it off.
Well, you were up in what, Michigan?
Yeah, up in Michigan.
Michigan,
On
swimming in a
there.
lake, so you had to wash your hair.
Yes, because I had lake hair. It looked really cool for a minute. Then by the end of the week, it was starting to turn into one hair again.
It was
So I
all
had to
dreading
separate
out.
stuff. Yeah.
No, his head turned into a fish hatchery.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gross.
Little eggs and fish eggs in your
Nah.
hair?
By the way, if you need any seaweed, I got.
How do you look for ticks? Like when you're a woodsman, you go into the woods, and I'm sure they love. I mean, does Al look at your scalp and find if there's any tickage up in there?
Sometimes, but rarely do I ever go too deep. I don't think I can get through.
I can imagine, like, you watch one of those nature documentaries and two gorillas are, like, picking
That's what it looks like.
picking
at
naps
the king
out
and
of each
queen's
other's
house.
hair.
Yeah.
I was
It's good.
I was at Lake of the Ozarks this weekend. I did not put my head under the water once.
Yeah, good.
You did?
Yes, didn't
Dude,
once.
my mother-in-law lost hearing in one of her ears from going under at the lake one time. She still doesn't have her hearing in one ear.
What?
And
it
that
was-
was in the back of my head.
I hate to break it to everybody, but finally
She
the
needs to go to Lake
STDs have
Hearing.
gone brain, they'll go up in your ear canal.
No, and I spent a majority of my Saturday in the water. Didn't put my head under once.
I don't blame you at all.
Was it just out of fear of dirtiness, or just you didn't want to?
I didn't want to put my head in the water.
Yeah. I always feel like there's so many pubes just like floating around at the lake. No offense. It's pube filled, you know?
It's the least of my worries at the Ozarks. I'd kill for a pube at the Ozarks.
It's like when you see a used rubber just floating by.
Right.
You go,
That's a
"Oh,
raft.
No.
Which I didn't see.
That's good.
Just such a huge lake,
Yeah, what
and there's
party?
no bathrooms. There's no all lakes are like that, but I'm like, there's also like not a place. A lot of lakes might have like, hey, we could pull over. You can go up into the weeds. It ain't like that down there. It's all luxury housing everywhere. Ain't nobody letting you come on their dock.
No.
So everyone's just hopping in the water and dropping
Yeah, just
it.
going to the bathroom.
I've been in that lake a million times.
Oh, of course, it's what you do.
Yeah, you swim away from your friends and you
pee, I'm
just go,
worried
man.
It's poopy.
Yeah, I know. I know a lot of hopping droppers.
Oh,
I've never done that.
I've never done
Oh,
that.
yeah.
No way.
Dang it!
Oh, yeah.
I know it. I know it's got to happen.
It happens.
I know it's got to happen.
All the
but
drinking.
I've never done it.
Yeah, isn't there a statement like that?
Everyone's getting drunk and getting all tore up on that lake, man. It's a party lake. It's huge. You're miles away from where you're staying on a pontoon boat with no bathroom.
Oh yeah.
Well, don't you think that party poo all kind of stays up in that cove? I mean,
God, I hope so, man.
Yeah.
That
That's
cove
what
moves.
I would like to believe.
Party Cove changes yearly.
I've
It
never.
does?
So as
Yeah.
many times as I've been to Lake of the Ozarks, I've never been to quote unquote Party Cove.
Oh, I have. Debauchery.
I don't know where it is. I know it moves around. Is there like a Facebook group that you?
Oh, I'm sure.
you subscribe to.
There's probably a video you
find
can
out where
buy
it
at
is?
1-800-Party Cove, and it's all the naked people.
Oh, yeah, and it's a lot of mountain gals climbing down from the hills, climbing up the side of your boat like little gremlins looking for a
Yeah.
husband.
Looking for a peck to climb.
I'm imagining I'm imagining just
Yum, yum,
hot
yum.
co-eds just climbing up onto your pontoon. Just, husband.
Yeah. Little meth gremlins coming out of the
Yeah,
Ozark
dude.
Hills.
Suck your wallet dry.
I got one.
It's like the movie Dracula
you?
with Keanu Reeves and what's his face from The Dark Knight. Who's the
Yeah.
cop? What's his name? Anyway, he plays Dracula.
Oh,
Those chicks.
Willem Dafoe.
No,
No, it's
what the hell's his
plays
damn name?
Dracula.
Yeah, who's
Nicolas
the cop?
Cage?
Who's the cop in The Dark Knight that loves
Gary
that?
Oldman?
Gary
Gary
Oldman
Oldman, yes.
plays
Gary Oldman,
Dracula and all of his slutty vampires in that movie. That's what it's like at Lake of the Ozarks Party Cove.
Yeah, but it's They're not all hot vampires.
Well,
Some
you
of them
park
just-
your-
Some
yeah.
of them literally look like the Gremlins from the Gremlin movie.
You
Like when she dresses, when Stripes dresses up like a woman.
So you drop anchor, and then you just hear one splash in the distance, and then you hear other splashes, and then you just
hear the
look off.
bushes start to rustle.
You just see off in the distance just women just swimming towards the
Hell
light.
yeah.
You hear first you hear the skittering on the rock at night. And then you hear a bunch of like when the Predator drops into the water in the Predator movie and you just see the splash.
Yeah.
You see that all around your boat. And you're like, oh, they're here.
Pull
Careful.
up anchor! Pull up anchor!
Whatever.
And you
It's a
pull it
great
up and
time.
she's
Keep
hanging from
anchor
it. She's
down.
like, you're my husband now. You got to throw her back in. That's why you got to be careful down
Oh,
there,
man,
dude.
I want to go.
I'm proud to say and sad to say that I've never been.
Yeah, I want to go now.
I've never been.
Every
Dude,
time I've
it's-
gone down to the lake, it's with the kids, so
Right.
that's not.
Don't take them there.
No.
Yeah.
I
I'm
will
always
tell
with
you that.
Tim's family, so we're nowhere near that cove.
That would be traumatic for both of you for different reasons.
Which I don't know. I don't know where it is.
Do they do? I've been twice. Both times, wild. Sometimes it's tame, but at night it can get wild. Everybody ties their boat together, and
Yeah.
And ties
there's
their boats
people hopping
together.
boats, and it's wild, man.
No, we were
Lotta-
down there at my buddy Dan's house, Dan and Lindsay. A great place, like really. You know and this is our first time down at his particular house, and you know when somebody says, "Oh, I got a lake house," and you go, "Okay." And you're driving down, you go,
Fingers
what,
crossed.
What are we?
Roll the dice.
You hope it's going to be
what
column
are we
A.
Yes.
talking here?
Is this mansion or the house from Evil Dead?
Right.
What are we talking here? Do we have to go to the bathroom outside?
Yeah. And walk barefoot for 0.6 of a mile to get down to the water.
Yeah, lake house.
On like slippery shale rock
like,
at
"Oh,
a
you don't need-
45-degree angle.
You don't need shoes. The water's right out there. And you go out there and fall off a cliff.
And listen, I know Dan very well, and he's a great dude. And you know, as I'm driving down there, I have no idea what to expect. And then we pull off into the subdivision. I go, oh, whoo, thank God.
Subdivision. You saw a
Subdivision.
cul-de-sac and you're like, we're going to be okay.
Like nice house, and he bought a new Sea Ray
Ooh.
Just for you? For your birthday?
just for me. Yeah.
Wow.
He goes, there's a G-list celebrity coming down. I got to make sure that the boat is up to snuff.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So he's got a new boat, and the house is not actually, it's not on the water, but it's a 3-minute golf cart ride away to a nice dock, and
Sweet.
jet ski, and the kids went tubing, and
You got on a wave runner?
did I get on one? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I did not
All
drive
right.
though. I was on the back watching the kids. We attached the tube to the jet ski, and the kids. I was the safety spotter.
Oh, so you were turned around.
Yeah, I was turning around. I did
Cool.
not like that.
It's a.
Well, when the driver's trying to throw you off,
I was gonna say it's a scenario where you're trusting. You're praying and trusting.
well, my buddy Dan, he's a prankster.
Oh boy.
So, first thing we get out there, he just starts to throw me off. I'm facing the other way, and I'm whiting. I'm holding onto that bar
Yeah.
in the back. I'm like, this sucks. I'm out. I'm out. The kids will be fine on the tube. Nobody watching. That's
geez.
fine. I'm out. Again, you throw me off, my head goes under the water. I didn't want an ear infection, honestly. It was my birthday.
You just want to have a nice birthday.
I want to have a nice Saturday, a nice birthday. So it started off with, tubing for the kids, and went on the boat, and, went down to one of these coves and threw an anchor, and they had the little splash pad out the back. It was good. Had a nice time. Saturday dinner, Shady Gators.
Oh,
you ever been
look at
there?
you. Of course.
Been there.
Never been there before.
Did you take the cup home?
There's a cup.
Isn't that a place they give you a cup and you can get a million of them? I feel like
Sounds
there's
like
a
it.
Yeah, they're
1,000.
floating all through the water.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, you
grab
throw them in
one.
the water.
Shady Gators. Now, I guess we went because we were with the kids. There was 4 kids with us. We went at kind of an off time, like before the Saturday night debauchery, because that's one of those places. You ever been there?
No, I've seen many pictures. I think we were supposed to play there, but I know Mark's band plays there all the time.
Yeah, they had a great band there. Bunch of old dudes playing like Johnny Cash songs.
That's probably his band.
And it's like 4 levels, and you could tell when this place is going, it's going.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's going.
Yeah, I've seen the what do you call them? Like the drone videos and photos, and it just looks like, holy smokes. Looks like an arena packed into 4 levels of a pool bar.
Well, when I heard we were going there, I said, do I need to, dress up? And, I was told, you don't even need to wear a shirt.
Yeah.
And certainly there were...
Wait, what day did you go?
No shoes, no shirt.
Shirts were optional.
Yeah. And what day did you go?
Saturday.
Wow. Did you sign up for the Shady Gator model search bikini contest?
Oh,
That's why I was there.
Yeah.
No
That's why I was
shoes,
there.
no shirt, no problem. Tell you that.
Yeah, there were some bachelor parties there, and good people watching.
Oh, yes.
And you could pull your boat right up, and you.
Oh, did you go in via the water?
Oh yeah, we went in.
Whoa, that's cool.
That is fun.
Went
That's
in
the way
from
to
the
do it.
boat side of things, and you could tell we were there till like 7:30, 8 o'clock, and they were gearing up.
In the morning? Wow.
No, in the evening. And they were gearing up. The DJ was setting up his equipment.
Yeah.
Right near our table. I'm like, once he plugs in, we're out. But they have, hot waitresses. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking, man, how much are these girls making? How much are these girls?
Hopefully.
How much do these girls make a weekend? Even the girl that helps you dock the boat. Now, she's in a bikini, and she's got, you tip the dock attendant when you come in, and she's got in her bikini, had to have $700, $800.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dang.
Man.
Killing it.
Good. Deserved.
Killing it. Oh, and I'm sure those girls who work at Shady Gators and all those lakeside party bar establishments, I'm sure they got stories for days.
Oh, yeah.
For days.
Oh, yeah.
Are most of them from St. Louis and Springfield and Kansas
I'm
City?
sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure most of them stay down there for the summer. Before college, they make a ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm curious if that's that'd be people that just go down there, work the season. And
That's what I mean. Like
take time off.
Those seasonal workers probably make a fortune.
Yep.
And pretty much this was, I would say, the last weekend before, the big boat race is next weekend, which I'd love to go down and see.
What are they racing?
Speedboats.
Whoa, like the actual
Like the real deal.
with the spikes on the front, those kind of things.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. That sounds cool.
Oh, yeah, they were gearing up for that.
Hey, did you have food while you're there?
At Shady Gators?
At this place, yeah.
Yeah, dinner.
How what's what are we talking about? What's the bill? Is it expensive?
I mean, it's not cheap, but it's not like, whoa.
I'm curious.
Yeah, you got pizzas and you got burgers and you got
Oh, see, I thought you were
wraps
gonna have
and stuff.
a birthday steak or something.
No,
No, okay.
I didn't have a birthday steak.
Sorry.
It was reasonable.
Okay.
Reasonable. But a great weekend, A+ weekend for me.
When's the race is this weekend?
The race is coming up this weekend.
You want to go down there?
No, I got plans.
Oh, okay.
My mother's coming to town.
Oh,
Sweet.
she
Maybe she
likes
wants to
racing.
go.
My mother's coming in on Saturday, so we gotta get ready. I gotta pick her up on Saturday. No, now we're also tossing around dates because she invited everybody to the house for lasagna.
That's
You
right.
missed that, Scott.
I missed out?
Well, you didn't. You missed out on the invite, so I'm sorry.
You had to be in studio.
What?
I knew I should have checked my mailbox yesterday.
You had to be here to be invited, but my mother said she will make an exception for you.
Oh, thank you. Because we're buddies, your mom and I.
So we got to pick a time when everybody's. I'm thinking maybe a Sunday afternoon.
This Sunday?
Not this Sunday.
Oh.
She's in town for a couple weeks. How's your I think it's the 8th.
How's the 8th?
How's the 8th for everybody?
Damn, she is in town for a while.
Sounds good to me, man.
Yeah.
The 8th is in a Sunday. Oh, hang on.
Put it
Is
on
that
the
a
board.
Sunday or Saturday?
Put it on the board.
Sunday.
Sunday.
7th is the walk.
Yeah,
That's a Saturday.
The zero. Yeah,
Eighth
the
is a
the
Sunday.
Zero prostate walk is the Saturday.
That's right.
The 8th, yeah.
Yeah, so
Lock
we'll
it
burn,
in.
burn some calories on Saturday and put them back in.
Yeah,
on
put it
Sunday.
back on Sunday. So I'm thinking maybe it's like Italian, like Sunday afternoon
Yeah.
dinner.
I'm writing it down. Lasagna.
All right, put a tentative.
Put it tentative.
I'm locking it in.
Yeah, it's already written down, so I'm locking.
All right,
I'm at
Rafe's
your house
locking it
that
in.
day, no matter what.
Lock it in too.
I'm showing up.
I'll be there.
I'm showing up no matter what.
Lasagna or no, I'll bring a Stouffer's as a backup.
Saw some great emails about Baldwin Day.
Yeah,
Baldwin Days.
Baldwin Days was freaking awesome.
Well, really, the main day was when the Dirtbags were playing. I mean, come
Obviously.
on.
I mean, come on.
There were days, sure, but the day, Baldwin Day,
Of course.
was when the Dirtbags played on Friday night.
It was amazing. It was so much fun. Baldwin Days treats us right. Or the organization, the community, the crowd. They said that was the biggest crowd they've had since Marshall Tucker Band in 2012.
Damn, bruh.
And and it showed. It was so much fun, honestly, especially when the sun went down, the weather kind of got nice, a breeze was there, but everybody was just having a good time. It was so nice and refreshing. My whole freaking family came except for my daughter who was working, even my oldest, and brought my grandson. That was his first rock and roll concert.
right.
Nice.
So you have the ear things on
Yeah,
him?
he had the big old ear
Yeah,
things
nice.
on. But he didn't.
I love seeing babies like that with the
Yeah.
babies at concerts with the big, like,
Ear
I'm
protection.
landing an airplane,
he did
ear
look,
protection.
He did look like he was on the tarmac. He was about to go to work. But yeah, it was super cool, man. My kids had a good time. They were just kind of cruising around, getting the lemonades, getting the food. And the food was great, man. Carnival food, by the way. Like
I love carnival food.
it has really stepped up its game.
Yep.
I will tell you, the food was phenomenal.
Like, you could get your basics. You can get your basic carnival food, but nowadays, they have like a standard two that's going above and beyond.
Yeah, it was maybe the best quesadilla I've had in 10 years.
Baldwin Days got himself a quesadilla. How about that?
It was
Wow.
That's
spectacular.
what Baldwin Days is all about. Trying new things.
We had so much fun. Mama Moon stayed even late. She doesn't want to miss the country stuff, and we did the country after the fireworks. So it went until, I don't know, 10:30,
How long you guys play?
10:45. Over 3 hours. We went till late 10 o'clock hour, I think, maybe 10:30 or so. But yeah, Mama Moon, Aunt Mary, everybody was there,
Yeah,
man.
Mary was there?
Aunt Mary was there.
My buddy
Everybody was
Jordan,
there.
his kids were there. He'd send
Whoa.
pictures of you.
It was such a good time, man. Shout out to Baldwin Days for having us back. We did it last year, and this year was even cooler.
Yeah, last year you did it on my birthday.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
We were seeing the Urge.
Just for you.
That's right.
We were at the Urge. He was at Baldwin Days.
That's right. A lot of people shouting "Happy Birthday." A lot of Jeff Burton shirts, because it was
Nice.
that week.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was cool, man. A lot of Team Rizz members, just great support, much appreciated.
Well,
Give me some
once-
clap button because I just want to say thanks to everybody. And
I'm going to give you the good one.
Whoa.
Whoa.
that's exactly right. Thank you, Baldwin
I'm going
Days.
to give
Thank
you
you.
the good one.
Thank
When's
you.
the next time the Dirtbags are playing?
We are playing Oxfest.
Hold for applause. And Oxfest, yes.
That's right. We're playing Oxfest with Lane Narrows. Was
Yeah. I'm
it?
opening up for
Band.
Moon's
All
band.
right.
It's going to
Yeah,
be fun.
that's Saturday, September 21st. Oxfest is it's a Washington Fairgrounds out in Washington, Missouri. It's a charity rock concert. It is so much fun. We did it last year. We're doing that during the day, and then we're going straight in that same day. We are going straight over to Belleville to play Oktoberfest that night. So if you're on the
Double dipping, huh?
yeah, if you're on the west side
Double
of things,
festin'.
if you're on
Double
the west
festin'.
side, we'll see you at Washington Fairgrounds at Oxfest, and if you're on the east side, we'll see you at Belleville. I think we close that out from like maybe 6 to 10 or 5 to 9, something like that.
Only
So
pros could double fest it.
it's,
That's
it's
right.
a day of rock and roll, but I get to see Lern's Lane Narrows as well.
Well, maybe you missed him on Saturday over at Schlafly Bottle Works.
Yeah, it was a hot one. Party in the parking lot. Ton of people came out. 4 to 8 we played, and so the sun was like, it wasn't going down yet. It was, the whole left side of my body was toasted. But it was really
Nice.
fun. We had a huge turnout.
Yeah, what was going on down at Bottle Works?
They just are doing these parties on the parking lot where they have all of their brewers outside. So you can like get a beer outside or you can go inside if you're too hot. And they're doing this, I think, every weekend. And we were
Cool.
the first band to open it up.
Yeah, like a concert
Ah.
series.
It's cool.
First band, huh?
First band.
Nice.
Set the bar high. They want us back.
Whoa.
Which is great.
Whoa. And then you guys are playing, what, in 2 weeks?
August 31st, Sky Music Lounge.
Sky Music Lounge.
Guys, it's going to be huge. We're doing through the eras. We're going to start in the 1950s and we're going to go all the way to the 90s with our catalog of covers.
Whoa, cool.
Yeah.
Is that the place over by Moritz Royce?
No.
No, this is like Kerr's Mill and Clayton.
Oh, you guys should come. It's a cool place.
It is
day?
cool.
That's a place where I bought everybody the shots.
Saturday,
My
August
buddy
31st.
Jeremy's birthday.
Yeah, I keep hearing the name and I cannot put a visual with
It's
it.
off. It's on like a side street. It's kind of tucked away.
It's by Wolf Cafe, if you know where that is.
If you know
on
where the
Clayton.
wolf is, he doesn't. He's not.
It's a secret little bar. And it's going to be a $10 cover that night because that's how they roll. So I can't do anything about that. But
I'm
we're-
going to convince my mom to go because she'll be here.
Oh my God, please, yes.
She checked in, by the way, flying out on the 7th.
Oh, okay. So the 8th is off.
Off the table.
But
Maybe we could extend her stay by a
the
couple.
first,
Well, lasagna's better the day after.
she's going to be worn out.
I'm going
to be coming off the nudist colony show. He's going to be worn out. Everybody's got. We're going to have a lot of calories burned.
I can't do September. Alice Cooper and
I
Ministry's
know
in town.
It's Labor Day weekend.
Oh yeah, good point.
Oh, is this not going to work out? Oh no,
No, it's gonna
don't
work
say
out.
that.
Oh,
Maybe
man.
we could do a
Weekday.
Yeah,
We could do a
We could take a
weekday.
day
We'll
off.
take a day off.
That's great on a
No.
school night.
Oh, come on.
No,
Dude,
no.
Or we
We'll
all
figure
stay
it
at
out.
your house and then we do a broadcast slumber party from
we
your
go.
house.
Yes.
Yes, sounds
all wake up.
awesome.
No, definitely not.
Shoes
That
off
That
would
would be
broadcast.
so
Why don't we
much
put it to a
fun.
vote?
100% not.
All in favor, say
My
aye.
vote counts for six.
Aye.
You have enough room. We could all sleep in the basement.
My
with our
vote counts as
spouses.
six votes.
You're not voting for that, there, Rafe?
he knows I'm in. I'm coming.
He lives there already.
Whether your lasagna is prepared or not, Uncle Rafe's coming
Oh, I
for
thought
a visit. I'll show up.
Sorry,
with
Ma. I
Cousin
thought you were
Eddie.
leaving that week. I didn't know you were leaving.
We
the 8th.
wanted to have a camp out long time ago for this show, and
Yeah.
this could be our camp out. The
Nope.
annual Rizz Show slumber party.
You
at
guys
Rizz's
can sleep
house.
outside.
Or fine.
That's fine.
Okay.
You'll sleep outside.
Okay.
I have a yeah.
It's fine. I have a friend with an RV. I haven't pulled it in.
Yeah, Jerry's got an RV. I could bring that.
I have 3 RVs out in front of your house. You're
No, I'm going to
you'll
set up
love
a
it.
couple tents out there and not shut the sprinkler system off when it goes off
What?
at 2 o'clock in the morning.
I'm still down.
All right, well, listen, Sky Music Lounge on the 31st.
On the 31st, $10 cover. And I'm encouraging everyone to
Cool
dress up
place.
as your favorite era of rock and roll just for funsies. You don't have to, but if you want to, that'd be
I'm
fine.
not gonna.
I know you won't.
But I'll be there, though.
Okay, I can't wait.
Rafe, your weekend? Terrific.
It was great. Yeah. I went around town. I forgot I don't know what I did Friday. I'm sure I did something. But Saturday I went out and on my way I stopped by the Bottle Works, watched like a proud dad who lost custody of his child, just lurked in the shadows of the shade, watched one
Creeping.
set of Lerns and then just escaped. But it was fun, and I've met some people. And met a lady, gave me a number. She made a number 2 show coffee cup for me. Thank you so much for that.
Oh, nice.
That was
To put
so
on the
sweet.
desk?
Sweet.
Yeah, I met her daughter. Her daughter worked at what's the place in Maplewood, the Mystic Valley,
Mystic Valley, yep.
and it was cool. Yeah, I don't know how she got the logo, but it's pretty cool. She gave me that, and
You'll
then
be hearing for the Hubbard lawyers.
yeah,
Cease and
I don't
desist.
know. Hubbard is not going to be happy about that.
Cease and desist.
Yeah, but it was. Yes, Craig, you seemed very hot. I was proud of you for because you were on the blacktop outside. 97, I believe, is what my car was clocking the temperature at, and I was like, "Good Lord!" I just stood in the shade. I didn't even touch the blacktop. I just stood by another grandpa in the shade. But it was cool. You guys crushed it. That was
Thanks.
cool to pop in and see you play a set. And then I went to the Funny Bone, worked out some stuff with my buddy Taylor Williamson, who was on AGT, and I didn't tell anyone about this because I knew this is exciting. Thought it was a bit. Go on stage, early show, Saturday night, do my guest set or whatever. Getting off stage, host comes up. I think this is a bit because I see the feature getting ready to go on stage. And he's like, "Oh, we actually got a surprise second guest for you. You know him all the way from Russia. Ladies and gentlemen, Yakov Smirnoff."
What?
And I'm like, what kind of dumb bit is this? And out of the shadows emerges Yakov Smirnoff. I didn't know he was there. He must have showed up while I was on stage, and he went up and
Yakov Smirnoff
Out of
showed
nowhere.
up.
He sneaks in. He usually comes in on a submarine, is what I was told.
Yeah. He came in. He
Yakov, like legendary comic.
Yes.
I
From
love this
former
country.
Soviet Union.
Or
Yakov.
in Russia, car drives you. That Yakov Smirnoff showed up. Guy's like 70 years old. He looks great. I don't know what kind of plastic surgeons they got in Branson, but he's looking good. And I guess he hasn't performed outside of Branson in like 30 years. a crazy amount of time.
Yeah.
He wants to. He's like, he's in town shopping with his wife, and he's just like, I'm kind of testing the waters to see if
going to jump up.
He's like,
He's going blue, is what I was told.
He did not. He did not go blue.
No, he's very.
In fact, I felt like he was judgmental of my language a little bit.
Although, listen, he jumped on a show and you had no idea it was there. If you would have known, would you have?
No, I don't care. He was fine. He was cool. He was very nice. He was doing his, he was doing it. A lot of it, he was like, when ladies go to the bathroom, they always go together. It's like, felt like I stepped right out of a portal in time. And I was like,
back in the 80s.
He was killing. I mean, the guy's super funny.
Yeah, he's nice.
Now, what was the audience? What was their reaction?
They knew him.
They did it? Okay.
They did. And I think he was worried about that. It was cool. Like, there was like,
if you have
gasps in the audience. Like,
if you have people in their 20s,
his picture's up on the wall.
But they have no idea. He's just
It's just weird because you see like all these old pictures, like Eddie Murphy and like people.
Well, like Billy Crystal.
Yeah, Jay Leno are all up on the wall at the Funny Bone. It's all these.
They would know who, like a 20-something would know. Okay, you see a picture of Robin Williams, you see a picture, of Jay Leno, Billy Crystal. They go, who's
right?
Yakov Smirnoff.
It was wild.
Love the guy. Not a household name.
He has been.
He was at one time
in the 80s. Yes.
Yeah.
Why is his picture up there if he's never here?
Because in the comic world, he is a legend.
Because they decorated the Funny Bone in 1984 and haven't touched anything since.
Good point.
I mean, it's like legendary comics. It's like Robin Williams, Eddie Murphy. I mean, when Yakov Smirnoff was in the 80s, he was huge.
I don't know his story. I mean,
it was interesting because I talked to him in the green room, and this was really, he talked about how when the Berlin Wall came down and the Soviet Union collapsed, so did his career. He was like,
he had a
bunch of stuff got canceled, a bunch of appearances got canceled because he's like, there was no more Cold War. Like the whole interest in his act that he built around like coming from the Cold War Russia. Now Russia's a failed state and it got broken up. It's no longer the Soviet Union.
He is from Ukraine, so he's from
Ukraine. Yeah,
he's from the same town as my in-laws are from.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys kenned?
Right, but when he came over here, did he start in New York and start touring and then ended up in Branson, or was this a straight to Branson?
Branson was where he went after. This was interesting to hear him tell this story because he's like, Branson, in Branson, it's like this, it never happened.
Okay, so here's.
And he goes, that's why I went there.
The USSR is still going.
He goes, in Branson, they're still like, we hate Russia. The Cold War is still alive and well, and it never ended.
They're hunting for Red October.
They say, Smirnoff, he came to the U.S. with his parents in 1977, moved to New York City. His family was allowed to come to America because of an agreement between the USSR and America to exchange wheat for Soviet citizens who wished to defect. So they traded Yakov Smirnoff and his parents for wheat.
Wheat.
Wow.
For wheat.
Wheat. Come on, we're talking about Branson.
He began doing stand-up in the U.S. in the late 70s. He chose the last name Smirnoff after trying to think of a name that Americans would be familiar with. He had learned about Smirnoff vodka in his bartending days. In the early 80s, he moved to L.A. to further pursue his stand-up comedy career. While there, he was roommates with Andrew Dice Clay.
Wow.
What a pairing.
Yeah.
He's judging my comedy?
What's his actual last name?
His actual last name is Pokhis. Pokhis?
What an interesting... That's a sitcom right there.
Yep.
Andrew Dice Clay.
Dice and Yakov.
Yeah.
The Odd Couple. This guy's doing like in Russia, refrigerator is outside, and this guy's like doing Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet.
After achieving some level of fame, Smirnoff got his first break with a small role in the 1984 film Moscow on the Hudson. On the set, he helped star Robin Williams with his Russian dialogue. He subsequently appeared in several other motion pictures, and list his credits here. Appeared, on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, and then kind of.
So explain to me what the show is down in Branson, because I've seen the theater. Is he doing the same hour as he was in 91?
Since 1993, he's been performing at his own 2,000-seat theater, and over the years has entertained more than 5 million people in a live setting. His 28th consecutive season was commemorated in Branson, Missouri in 2021. So he's got his own. It doesn't say why he chose Branson. Probably because it's family friendly. He's got the family friendly.
That's what he said. Well, his exact words were, everything else collapsed. He's like, I had a $2.5 million house in L.A., and I couldn't pay the mortgage because my gigs collapsed. Like, the Soviet Union went down, and my whole act was built around, like, the Cold War and describing how things were in Russia versus being in the United States, and people weren't interested in it anymore. And he's like, I didn't, that was, at that point, that is who I was. And there was nothing, and he was like, in Branson, Missouri, I found the Cold War was still alive and well. It was family friendly. And he literally built his own theater and he gambled on himself. Like, sold his house in L.A. because he couldn't afford it, spent the money. He's like, it was much cheaper to live there. And I started building. He's like, I knew it wouldn't go in Vegas. Vegas is to Sin City. So he's like, I went to clean Vegas.
Yeah, 28. That's incredible. 28-year run.
I'm sure he's banking money out there. I mean, you're selling 2,000 seats a night. You're doing good.
Killing it.
Because back in the day, I think he was performing almost 5 days a week, and insane amount of people coming through those doors. I mean, 5 million plus. Yeah. That's not bad.
No.
You can retire on that bad boy.
Yeah, when he was doing the USA versus communist Russia thing, yeah, during the Cold War.
Yeah.
You root for the defector.
Yeah.
Well, you got to figure he went to a place where it's kind of a boomer destination spot, which is like his era.
Yeah.
And, family friendly and probably, I would imagine, like religious people like to go there and like to keep things clean. And so he knew his market. It was just interesting to hear him say I think he's like 72 or something.
Yeah, 73.
And he said he kind of wants to take one more swipe at seeing if he's relevant and like going out and doing clubs again and getting out of Branson. And I'll be curious to see if he does.
I would 100% go see him.
I think he would do well because he's been gone so long. And we were talking about that too, about the everything happening in Ukraine. And Taylor was asking him really thoughtful. Taylor was a fan. Taylor's pretty clean too, and he was a fan of his. And he's like, with all this stuff happening, do you feel like it's relevant again? Russia's back, Putin's back. And he's like, it's hard because the Ukraine's so polarizing. He's like, it was easier when the Cold War was...
Everybody was against Russia.
Spy versus spy. Everyone's against Russia.
Russia was the bad guy.
Yeah.
Drago and Rocky IV.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And he's like, I don't touch it. I don't want to touch that because, one, it's my home country, and I have mixed feelings about it. And he's like, I don't... He's like, it's just too polarizing.
Yeah.
He's like, it's not... The crowd's not just going to suspend belief or whatever and just have fun. They're going to be like, well, actually. He's like, we live in a well, actually world now, too, with the internet. And he's like, I can't just go up there and have fun without someone wanting to correct me after the show. It was really interesting.
I think if I were in the audience.
It was cool, dude. The audience was hyped.
Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Russia, surprise guest, Yakov Smirnoff. My reaction would be,
Oh, me?
That was the reaction.
I'd elbow my wife.
I'll ask the question that I think the audience is wondering, what was his accent like backstage? Was he all like, hey, man, come on down?
It was honestly.
Come on down to Branson, I'll give you some passes.
I was surprised. The laugh is real. You know how he has that, like.
Right, yeah.
Like, we made him laugh a couple times, and that came out of his body with nobody around, and I was like, oh. I definitely thought that was like a put-on stage.
I mean, he's got a thick accent. I mean, he came here as an adult.
But it's just like signature on stage is to be like...
It's over the top.
In Russia.
He plays it up.
Cologne sprays you.
But it's like my in-laws. They came here in 1978 or 1979. They still got the thick accent.
It's pretty thick, and his wife is from the Ukraine.
Yeah, but they're not in showbiz. They're talking to each other.
But his bit is...
I understand that, but I'm just saying it's a little different. You move to Branson and you're surrounded.
Picking up the dialect.
Yeah, I mean, I got a feeling he's running into a few more people than your in-laws are every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's hanging out with...
They're very social, my in-laws.
Those southern accents like Sochi Debucci.
They know everybody.
They know everybody. They're in Australia now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, they went to Australia for a couple of weeks.
That's pretty cool.
Well, they kind of come back. Talking Dan Anda.
Yeah.
Talking like Dan Anda.
It was cool, man.
Well,
he did have a thick...
awesome.
His wife's Ukrainian, too, and she had a very thick accent, so maybe being around each other keeps him honest.
That's his second wife, I believe.
Probably.
Yeah.
All
What
right,
a
cool.
country.
Probably.
Right on.
What a country.
What the guy?
I'm just not looking that up, and I'm going to let you have it.
I don't know. I looked it up.
Yeah, he was married
Curious,
to like
he's got-
01 and then
Yeah,
divorced.
he's got a daughter named Natasha. That's what his Wikipedia page says.
Natasha.
And a son named Boris.
Boris.
Otis.
Well, that's awesome. That's what a treat.
That's
It was
incredible.
cool, man. It was
meet
cool.
him.
He was very nice, and it was bizarre. But that was the reaction in the club, was what you said. A lot of gasping and,
What?
What did he do? 10 minutes?
yeah, he didn't do a ton of time, 10, 15.
Cool.
That's cool. That's good
Love
enough.
that. That's
Super
awesome.
cool.
Now you get to say you saw Yankov Smirnov. That's awesome.
Do iconic comedians do that? They just drop in and surprise? Because that's awesome. And
Sometimes, I mean, it doesn't happen often, but
Not here.
sometimes it does. Brian Regan is a comedian that will do that. Like, he'll do the Stiefel, sell 5,000 tickets, and then pop by the club and hop on the Late Show without telling anybody.
Right. I mean, that's
Comedy
a lot.
Cellar
That's a
happens.
lot in New
Yeah.
York
Right.
and
Of
L.A.
course, yeah. You get bumped out
Yeah,
there.
bands do that all the time. Last time Incubus was in town, I was like, hey, man, I'm going to do 15 minutes. They ran out of time, but it was going to be.
Nope.
In New York and L.A., it sucks.
That never happens.
Hey, listen, the Greek Fire guys are here. We're gonna open up for you guys again, if that's
No.
cool.
In New York and L.A., it could suck for comics because it'll be like, oh, Chris Rock just did a 1 hour drop in and bumped like 9 people.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody, in these, like the Comedy Cellar in New York, they'll have like, 15-minute sets, and then they'll get bumped back. Oh, Kevin Hart just showed up. He wants to do
That's so cool.
45. Not for the comic that's waiting to get on.
Right. Well, no, but it's cool
That's-
for the audience.
Yeah, there's like an iconic story of when Dane Cook was in his prime. Dave Chappelle dropped by the Comedy Store and wanted to do some time, and the club manager was like, hey, it's Dane's night. He's running a new hour he's working on. He's huge right now. I need you to stick to your time. Just do 10 or do 15 and get off. And Dave Chappelle said, what? And he goes, tonight's Dane's night. Can you just do that? And he goes, yeah, no problem, man. No problem. And he did crushed for like 10 or 15 minutes and then lit a cigarette on stage. And he goes, I don't normally do this, but I'm going to go hang out in the parking lot and I'll sign autographs and I'll hang out with anybody who wants to hang out. I'm going to go out there right now. And the whole place emptied out.
Oh, my God.
And Dane had to go on stage to like 2 people because Chappelle's like, all right, I'll get off. And what a flex,
Oh, yeah.
And that's not even Dane's fault. I don't think he had anything to do with it, but it was just like the club owner was like, stick to your time, Mr. Chappelle. And like, this is coming off, when the Chappelle show was huge.
Yeah.
Dave was huge.
He was hot, too.
He's been huge for a long time, but it's like the flex of doing that, of just
Yeah.
being like, all right, I'll get off,
that's a
but I'm
G
taking
move.
the whole audience with me.
Man, I hate to say it, but if it were other people, that would not play well. Yet for some reason,
Chappelle.
even hearing this story now, we're giving the guy a pass, and we're kind of like, wow, that's awesome. He got Dane, but think of somebody else. Somebody not quite as loved or didn't have such a dramatic
Chappelle,
story
you mean?
with everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he gets a pass for it.
Yeah, isn't that wild? He got
Yeah.
a pass for a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and maybe the fact that it's Dane Cook, who's another guy who's like people love him or hate him.
You don't have as much empathy for Dane.
Yeah, you don't have much. And I like Dane Cook. When Dane Cook was big, man, I was,
Yeah,
Everybody liked
he
him,
was
and everyone
great.
pretends like they didn't.
I'll admit
You
it.
don't get that big without people liking you.
Yeah, the
His
guy
first
was,
album was good. His first half hour on Comedy Central was good.
the guy was selling out Madison Square Garden.
Did you just I like
lot.
the old stuff?
Well, I'm saying, like, I think he oversaturated, and that hurt him probably.
Yes.
He played a lot. Wasn't he playing every other night? And what was that shop in L.A.? Shoot. I mean,
The store?
The
the comedy
yeah.
store, was he there every
Yeah,
night?
he was a Comedy Store guy.
Yeah.
But, he's not hurting. He still
Yeah.
sells plenty of tickets.
They're all fun.
Yeah.
They're all good. Everybody's fine.
He's in his Malibu mansion crying.
Who, Dane Cook?
Yeah.
With his hot young girlfriend.
Yes.
Wife now, right?
Oh,
I
are
think
they married?
I think they're married last year.
Yeah.
Because Dane Cook is one of those dudes that, he's dating a 19-year-old and he's 50.
Kelsey Taylor,
Are they married?
24-year-olds. Yeah, they are married.
How long they been together?
He's 51. She's 24, or add a year
2023.
because 2023 they got to get married.
But how long were they together prior to that?
She was young.
To the
I think the
nuptials.
big controversy for him was he met her when she was underage.
Right.
And there's been a lot of speculation on that.
Right.
They've
That's
been
what I'm talking
together
about.
for 6 years.
Oh, so they've been together for 6 years. She's 24. Okay.
They got married.
It's fine.
It's okay.
It's fine. That's fine. I hope
Hey, man, aren't you a fan of love?
I am.
He's had a lot of work done to his face.
He
now.
has had a lot of work done, yes.
A lot of
course.
Botox to that brow.
Someone in the chat disagreeing with you. Imagine that. Dave Chappelle is a piece of crap for what he did to Dane Cook. I think Dane's fine. I think it was more like feeling disrespected by the club owner.
Oh, yeah, I think Dane Cook has us blocked on Twitter, by the way.
He does?
Why?
Yeah.
What
Yes.
happened?
That happened
Forgot
many
about
years
that.
ago.
I forgot about that. No idea. No idea why.
Yeah, he's a professional blocker.
I
that's
wish
for
he would have
sure.
just grew into his face. That's one of those faces where it was like, it's a good face. And then you put all this botulism up in it.
And you know what? I think it was me saying something about Dane
botched.
Cook. Just something like something
He
innocuous.
botched too hard.
Watch too hard.
Yeah. Good
His
point.
it looks like he got a facelift.
Yeah, well, his
You know,
brows used to, the end of his brow used to go down, which I liked. Good man brow. Now the brow go up.
Yeah, he's turned into, he could play Mark Summers.
Yeah, we are still blocked.
We are still blocked.
Why?
It's
Dang.
2020.
Wow, it's still blocked.
We are
That's
still-
awesome.
Dane Cook blocked us on Twitter.
Dane,
Why?
Dane, we got
Jeff,
your back.
what did you say?
Why
Go
did
back
no?
and
I
look.
think it was something I said.
Come
but
on,
it was
man.
Something.
We like your old stuff.
How it would get back to whoever runs the Dane Cook Twitter account?
Yeah.
He had to tweet something.
No.
There's no way he went and blocked you ahead of time. A preventative block? Dude, what did you say to get a preventative
No
Twitter
idea.
block?
It's possible.
No idea. Anyway, I'm
Dude,
still
he
not
put-
over it.
He put like a UID in for you. You said something so bad.
So we can't get pregnant?
Sweet.
You ain't getting Dane Cook pregnant, dude.
No.
Yeah.
That's wild.
No.
blocked. You go to it and it just
I
says,
feel for him too. I've seen
"You're
some
blocked."
interviews with him that made me have empathy for him.
Oh,
where-
his brother stole all his money.
Yeah, his brother took him
What?
to the cleaners.
Oh yeah, his brother was like
Millions and
his
millions of
accountant
dollars.
and or his manager or something like that, and took pretty much all of his money.
Bummer.
It was one of those. I looked at my bank account one day and I had nothing. And this is after being a very successful, at one point, probably the biggest comic in the world, and then having nothing to show for it. And my brother was in charge of my money.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully his wife will help him make more money, you know? Hopefully they can be big millionaires together.
I'm sure they're
I
fine.
think Dane Cook might be in our chat under another name for how upset this lady is getting over what happened to
Is that
Dane
Leanne Cook?
Cook. That's Leanne Cook.
Leanne
That's
Cook,
mom.
check it in.
Leanne, we have empathy for everyone in this story. Yeah.
I don't like the
Oh,
movie
we're
Dune in my...
we're
powdery
we're
drink.
Dave Chappelle apologists.
We're two. Yeah, we're Chappellists. She's not liking it.
I believe everybody's over it. All right,
Everyone's
Leanne,
over
so
it. It was 20 some odd years ago.
fun.
Hey, I
It's an
forgive
interesting
him.
story.
Hey, speaking of millionaires, when there is a lemonade stand on your block,
Saw one yesterday.
do you find yourself having to pull over and buy something?
No. Drove right past. They even accepted Venmo. I said, I have no time for this.
Oh, Venmo?
Yeah. It said credit card, Venmo, or cash. And these were like 4-year-old kids. I go, what?
I
What does that even...
before we went down to the lake running some errands on Friday, and I came home from work around 11 o'clock, 11:30. I saw them starting to set up the lemonade stand. By 1 o'clock, it was in full swing.
And let me just say, I would have stopped yesterday. We were in Kirkwood. I would have stopped. I had already had a lemonade at Bar Louie, so I felt like I was all lemonade
It's
full.
not about the lemonade. It's about giving to the kid.
I know, but we were driving. If I were walking, I would always
Like
stop.
a couple houses up on the corner, there was a tent set up, tables,
Yeah.
a whole lemonade stand. It was more than a stand. It was an operation. And there was a kid holding a sign out in the street, waving at every car going by. Again, it's in my subdivision. Everybody's going, 20 miles an hour. And he's got a sign, he's raising money for, a back-to-school charity.
Cool.
I'm like,
Back to school charity called Mom and Dad.
I don't know. It was some, I forgot what it was. I recognize the organization name.
Oh, okay.
They give backpacks filled with supplies to underage
cool,
kids.
okay.
Not underage, underprivileged kids. So I don't want to be the guy to drive right by. So
So you get out.
I didn't get out.
Oh.
I pulled over. Said, I'll take your lemonade. I gave a tenner. I said, hey, keep the change.
Whoa.
Did you say your name?
He said, "What change? You're 5 short."
Thank you, Mr. Rizzuto.
I didn't know how much the lemonade. It could have been $11. The lemonade could have been $11, and I drove off, and they said that guy in the Jeep stiffed us $1.
Yeah.
What a dick.
Cool. Thanks, mister.
Did you drop your name, though? Just say.
4 houses down. Don't forget. Lemonade wasn't bad. But I feel the need. It's like when the Girl Scouts show up to the house.
Mm-hmm. That's cookies, though.
I gotta buy at least a couple boxes. Mm-hmm. Lemonade stand in the neighborhood. I'm a sucker. You gotta stop. But now, what if you pass by a lemonade stand and it wasn't a kid? It was an adult.
Huh.
Because this is now a thing.
Little spiked lemonade? What's that?
No. This is now a thing where it's not just kids doing lemonade stands. Now, it's not an adult with a kid. It's just an adult. There's a new report in the Washington Post about how adults are creating lemonade stands to run as side hustles to pay off student debt.
Kind of loophole in the laws here.
Yeah, and you know what? And we've talked about some of these Karens in these subdivisions trying to shut these lemonade stands down with the kids are running. Like, you don't have a license. Mm-hmm. You can't be running a business here in the subdivision. You're like, hey, listen, relax. It's an 8-year-old with a pitcher of country time. Mm-hmm. It's fine. They're a little entrepreneur over here.
Yeah.
At least the kid's not inside playing video games or on his iPad. He's outside hustling. It's fine. But now you got adults doing it. Mm-hmm. I don't know how I feel about this. It's funny to imagine a 20 or 30-something taking a break from gig work and hawking lemonade to complete strangers as they're, driving down the street.
I once paid for a poem to be written by some rando.
That's cool, though.
But that was cool. She
I've
said,
seen that.
give me a word.
They were on the side of the street.
I've seen that with a
rolling
person. I've did that, too, in, I remember what city.
Wait,
I had a
what?
little typewriter, like a little
little
Smith
typewriter.
Corona. It's kind of cool, though.
Did we see the same person?
Possible.
Yeah. So I paid for
surprise
that.
me.
It's $5 or whatever. I would pay for that over
That's
an
actually
lemonade
way
from
cooler
a
than a lemonade.
adult.
Where were you?
Del Mar.
That sounds right.
Okay.
Wait, so what? You pay him?
It's a cool hipster, and
And he's like on the street?
he's got a little
Yeah,
desk.
he's got a little Smith Corona, and he's like, give me something.
Give me a word. I'll write you a poem.
So as if a guitarist was just busking with the with the case open. It's a guy with a desk and a typewriter
Yes, little sheets
writing
of paper.
poems. Get the hell out of here.
Adorable.
Little sheets like this big.
Little sheets of paper.
Yeah, we must have went to the same guy.
We've lived the
that
same
doesn't
life,
shock
you
me
and
at
I.
all.
How much was it?
$5 or so. And it was beautiful. I still have it somewhere in a
okay.
box.
And he
House.
wrote it on the spot, huh?
Yes.
That's awesome.
What was the word you gave him?
I think it was like sunshine or charcuterie board or something. Tell me about my mates.
Mommy, love my salami. The end. Here you go, $5. She's like, this is beautiful.
Write me a poem about being pathetic and begging for money. Am I right?
At least there was some effort.
Scorched
Better than the stupid lemonade.
That's clever at least.
Yeah. Lemonade for kids is fine. Lemonade for adults, sans vodka, not okay in my
I just
book.
assume if an adult's selling anything with liquid, it's laced with fentanyl.
Me too.
I'm just
That's a good
making
way.
that
That's a good
assumption.
way of thinking.
I'm sorry.
I don't trust these lemonade
I'm
adult
good.
stands.
No, I don't either. And if I don't see a kid around,
I'm barely even comfortable with the kid.
I'm not
Because
comfortable
I'm
at
like,
all.
where did this get mixed? Whose kitchen? I'm going to be thinking about all that, but at least I can override all of those concerns with respect for the child being an entrepreneur. As soon as you're grown, I'm out.
Okay, so when I got lemonade from the kid on Friday, in my mind, I'm like, there's no way I'm drinking this because, probably snotty kid, finger up his
to the
nose.
elbow, yeah.
I would go, what's going on over here? And I see a little girl with gloves on.
Oh.
Top shelf, man.
With gloves.
That's great.
Squeezing lemons.
That's awesome.
Squeezing lemons.
Seeds? They get the seeds out?
She washed
I
the
didn't,
lemons
there were no
before-
seeds.
Okay.
There were no seeds. I'm like, I'm drinking this lemonade. But if you see an adult, get the hell out of here.
Go get a real job like the rest of us idiots.
My niece, she had a good strategy this week. She would sit there and I'm going to draw you a picture. Like, oh, thank you. And so she sits there, works for a long time, draws one, and then she hands it to you. He's like, all right, $5.
Right on.
Like, man, you little punk.
Did you give it to her?
Of course.
Good, I appreciate that. No, some of these adults, and in the one lemonade stand they profiled in this Washington Post article, $8 a drink. $8.
Inflation's
Steep.
high, man.
Well, I got to pay off this student loan. Here's an adult talking about opening one up so they could pay for law school.
So if you know me, you know I just be doing random stuff and my life literally changes as the wind blows, but it's always for the betterment of myself. So I decided to start this lemonade business. I literally saw a girl on here start a lemonade business and like pay for her entire pharmacy school. And I was like, yeah, I'm about to start a lemonade stand and pay off some debt and just kind of like get things together because I think I want to go to law school.
Get the out of here, man.
Get out of here.
You better acquire the proper licenses.
Well, you're going to piss off the kids.
Yeah, and
This
you know
is
what,
my corner, bitch.
that kid gang coming at you.
Yeah,
Talk about that.
This is my corner.
Hey, speaking of gangs, I watched Goodfellas in your honor this weekend.
Yeah. And
Okay.
thoughts?
Guys, loved it.
Loved it, right?
Wow.
Loved the movie.
That's a win for men everywhere.
We were watching it. Henry Hill, you know, Ray Liotta, looking gorgeous.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Now, this is a movie from, I think it was 1990.
Yeah, it came out in 1990. Based
Came
on
out
a
in
book from 1985. Looked into Wise Guys.
Yes.
Sat down Friday night. Popped a drink. Long movie. It's a, you know,
Was it
Scorsese's movie.
2.5 hours?
about that, yeah.
But it doesn't, that's one of those Scorsese movies that doesn't feel like 2.5 hours because the story is so enthralling.
It's enthralling. I'm happy that the romance happened because there was like a certain point before Karen came into the movie where I go, oh God.
Karen.
Also, I think I'm a gangster. Like the whole time I was watching it, I go, am I a gangster?
Well,
I mean, you did try to implement legal bar fights last week, so.
But I also very much like Tommy, like the character.
Yeah, Joe Pesci.
You know what? Don't talk to me. Don't joke with me.
If you don't stay to the end,
Yeah.
like if you watch the first half of the movie, you're like, man, being a gangster is awesome.
Yeah, get your shine
Like
box.
I could do this.
Right.
And then, at the end,
At the
obviously
end.
everything goes
awry. But no, I was like, Bobby De Niro's character, I liked him a lot. And I'm like, because it's all about, if people tell you secrets, don't talk. Like I liked that Paulie or whoever, he wanted to get one-on-one, his information one-on-one from Henry.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that's how I roll. Like, I'm not talking
And the
about
fact that it's based on a true
people.
story is wild, too.
Yeah, the fact that it's based on a true story. Well, then Tim, halfway through, because he's seen it before, and he goes, before the part where Henry Hill gets the table at the Copacabana and has the table, he goes, this is something I want to do for you. And then Henry walks Karen through the back. They don't stand in the line.
That's a very famous scene.
Yes, they go through the kitchen.
Because it's all one shot.
It's all one shot. And you follow them through the kitchen, and then the table comes out.
The guy brings out the table and the lamp.
Table,
What a G move.
And everybody's looking, everybody knows them. And so I'm going, this is the hottest thing that's ever happened. And so
they send over the bottle of champagne, and the guy's like,
he's handing 20s to everyone.
everybody.
But then I didn't like it when he cheats on her. And then Fridays are at the Copacabana are for the girlfriends.
Yeah.
I didn't like that part.
Yeah, these are not nice people.
Yeah.
You learn that these are not good people.
Well, at first I was like, oh, this is hot as hell. I am steamed up.
Yeah.
Even though there's like death and stuff and people in trunks. And then the cheating happened, and I'm like, how much more time in this movie?
That was the turn?
That was the turn.
Interesting.
And then I felt bad for
What
Karen.
an interesting brain.
It is. And also, Karen, right? We call women who call managers Karen. Dude, Karen in this movie is straddling Ray Liotta with a gun pointed at his head when she finds out that he's taken the girlfriends to the Copacabana on the Friday, right? He hasn't been home in 2 weeks. She's going to kill him.
Yeah.
Right? Incredible.
Yeah, and
also,
he's holed up with Debbie Mazur.
Joe Pesci's mom is amazing.
Who is actually Scorsese's mom.
Oh, really? That's incredible. Didn't know that, but she's adorable. And I was so, whenever they come home.
When he pulls out the painting, she's painting. He goes, the guy on the boat. He's like, one dog's looking over here, one dog's over there. What do you want from me?
I like when they have the guy in the trunk and they have blood all over them, and they come home to Joe Pesci's Ma's house, and he's like, "Ma, I hit a deer," and Ray Liotta like can't lie to her, and then she's like, "Sit down, what? Y'all hungry? Sit down." I imagine this is what Roseanne Rizzuto, when we have the
Well,
lasagna,
when he's trying to
it's going to be
explain,
like.
I got the foot, the hoof.
Right, the hoof. He couldn't
hoof.
remember the foot.
And they buried the body and they had to dig it back up.
And move them because they were looking
I got
for
an arm.
him.
I got a leg. I got a wing.
Yeah, and Ray Liotta's throwing up because the body's decomposed.
Oh, you loved it, huh?
I did. I
What a
really
great
enjoyed
movie.
it. I loved it. It's ladies, if you've never watched it, Goodfellas. Highly suggest.
I got to go get the papers. Get the papers.
Get the papers.
Get the papers. Get the papers. Now I know what you mean when you say that.
Yeah. Get your shine box. There's going to be all kinds of little shorthand you're going to understand now for the rest of your
I
life.
speak male.
And did you, when a young Samuel L. Jackson, do you remember him in it? He was Stax. He was the driver
No.
who they killed.
Oh yes, I didn't. I did not realize that was Samuel L. Jackson, or maybe I. There's a lot of cameos. There's the guy from Dumb and Dumber's in it. The guy with the Tums.
Yeah, yeah.
There's all sorts of people.
He's the
Mentalino?
Frenchie.
Well, and Karen
Mr.
is.
Mentalino.
I was like, this makes all the sense. So, The Sopranos, Karen is the actress who plays the therapist in The Sopranos. I'm like, that has to be such a cool thing for fans of Goodfellas when Sopranos came out, that she's in that as well, because all these gangster tie-ins from the Italian mafia.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
Boy, and the whole, after they do the big heist, and they tie up all the loose ends and kill everybody who's involved, so nobody rats.
Yeah, I was sad when Tommy died.
Because they thought he was being, he thought it was being made, and walks into the empty house.
Yeah.
Well, there goes that for everybody.
Hey, you
Love
just-
that they didn't get Karen, though. They tried to whack her off as well.
Oh yeah.
And
Or did they? She was paranoid. She was a drug addict.
well,
Anyway, A
loved
plus,
it.
A plus, A plus.
5 out of
all right.
5. Now, is it? This came up afterwards because Tim goes, "I think this is the best Scorsese's movie," and I go,
It is my favorite Scorsese movie.
"My favorite's The Departed," and I don't know if that's because I saw it before Goodfellas, but I just loved. There were very similar things about those movies that I liked, but I like The Departed a little bit more.
Now, here's what's great about Goodfellas. So that movie is 34 years old
And still lives.
and still lives. It doesn't seem like a dated movie, does it? Well, it's also a movie that's like in 1990 that's set back
In 70s,
in the
Right.
60s and 70s.
yeah, yeah, it holds up. The violence I didn't think was too gory either, which was great because I went into it thinking, "Ah, man, I don't want to see like a horse
No,
head
it's
or any
not.
of this stuff." It was
No, it's
fine.
not over. It's not over the top.
No, it's good.
Infidelity, animal cruelty. You're out.
I'm out.
Murder, mayhem, whackings. You're all in.
All in.
Yeah, and
Yep.
if you read the story, like the real Henry Hill, who it's like he talk about a whack job, like the real Henry Hill,
Oh, dude, he lived and he never.
he died
he
not
died
too long ago.
2012.
Well, and then
But he didn't die in hiding. He was like in LA. He was doing
They
like the
threw him
Stern
out of
show.
they threw him out of witness protection because he wouldn't stop telling people who he is.
well, Jimmy Conway got on parole in 2004. What happened to him?
I thought he wound up dying in prison.
Conway?
Yeah,
The De Niro's character.
Jimmy Conway, who I loved. Robert De Niro is so handsome. He was just such a babe.
When you saw the funny like a clown, did you go, "Oh, I know that scene too"?
Funny like, oh yeah, I love that.
What am I? Do I amuse you?
Right. Oh, Joe Pesci's so mean. Yeah, that's good.
And I thought that was, if I'm not mistaken, that was ad libbed.
Oh, he died in 96.
Oh, so he didn't get out. He died in prison.
Yeah, Jimmy the Gent Burke.
That whole, do you amuse me like a clown? I think that was ad libbed
Nice.
and really scared the crap out of Ray Liotta.
Also, I didn't know the Ray Liotta gif that everybody, when you're laughing really hard and something
Right,
where he's
that's
like,
from that.
That's from that scene.
I know it's from that scene, and he looks so psychotic.
Yeah,
He laughs.
because he laughs with his face, but not his eyes.
Right, and he
He's doing
hardly
that.
makes any noise.
Yeah.
And I've never been attracted to Ray Liotta until I saw that movie, and I thought he's a babe, or was.
Was a babe.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. R.I.P. Ray Liotta. All right, good. I'm glad he saw it.
Happy birthday.
Has anybody here not seen it? I think we've all seen that movie.
Yeah, Ray Liotta.
Not now.
Ray Liotta did a lot of weird kind of B stuff after that, but it didn't matter because he had that. Once he had that one, That made Ray.
I think his other famous movie was Hannibal.
Yeah, the
Field of
the brain
Dreams.
scene and
Field of Dreams.
He was
Okay.
Shoeless Joe.
The brain scene in.
The brain scene made him a scene, but I'm just saying, like the '90s movies that I was seeing Ray Liotta in, I was like, wow, this guy's like,
He was in Hubie Halloween.
top of B movies, and then you see him in Goodfellas, and you go, holy crap, that guy was great.
And carry the movie.
He didn't need to be anything after that.
Well, also the cast was great, but he fit right in.
Yeah, so many Sicilians in that movie.
A lot of Sicilians.
He was good in the Rat Pack.
Oh, yeah.
Did a good
You know,
job.
he's
Like Sinatra.
when he takes Karen out for the first time, she's like, hide the cross.
Hide the cross. My mother's Jewish. Yeah.
He's like, when she says, I heard you half Jewish, just a good half.
Oh, the
So
date
many
scene.
lines.
The date scene is iconic.
So many lines.
And now I will have that in my dreams.
When Ray Liotta kicks the crap out of the ex-boyfriend
Love it.
across the street.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Oh, he pistol whipped him. Hell yeah.
And then
Karen-
the monologue where she's like, this is the first time a boyfriend told me to hide a gun.
Right. He's like, go into the house, get cleaned up. Because she calls Ray Liotta from a payphone and says, the guy that you met on the boat the other day tried to touch me inappropriately. And he was like, I'm sorry, what? Drives her home, go inside, clean your face. He walks across the street, pistol whips the guy in front of his friends. Iconic.
This was my introduction.
But the look on his face when he's walking back is so, like, he looks pissed.
I know.
And I know everything about this movie. I believe his mother or father had just died.
Oh, no.
Like the day before that week they shot that scene.
So he had a lot of emotion.
So he had a lot of emotion. And the look on his face when he's walking back after pistol whipping the guy, that's some acting.
That's some acting. Go see it if you've never seen it.
Go see it. Go see Goodfellas. Now in theaters.
It's almost as good as his other Operation Dumbo drop.
Oh, yes.
That was a classic.
He was in Cocaine Bear.
Oh, yeah. I remember him, and I think his best performance was Muppets from Space.
Oh, he was great in that.
Also,
It really
everybody's mad
was.
about the spoilers that we all just
shut up.
splatted all over the air. I'm sorry.
Shut up.
How
It's
did I
been
make
out
it
long
34
enough.
years?
This hip new movie.
Oh, Field of Dreams was before Goodfellas.
No, are you sure?
Yeah. Field of Dreams 89, Goodfellas 1990.
Holy smokes. I didn't realize that. I saw him in something where he was trying to escape something, and it's called No Escape.
Ah, yes, No Escape. All right, listen, we got to take a break, but first. And listen, we'll continue talking about movies after the break. I got a little game for us all to play.
Nice.
It'll be fun. Today's Team Rizz Member of the Day brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. Book your fantasy football draft party this season at Hot Shots. Visit hotshotsnet.com/fantasy from lovely and beautiful Wright City, Missouri. Levi Box.
Yes, Levi.
Team Rizz Member of the Day. Levi has been a loyal Rizz evangelist since 2017 when he was first introduced to the show and has converted many family and friends to the gospel of Rizz over the years. Never misses a podcast, and the Rizz crew always makes his day better while listening. From the debates to the games to the comedic spins that are thrown in on topics, the Rizz Show is Levi's favorite morning radio show, and his appreciation is just unending. A Levi Box from Wright City is our Team Rizz Member of the Day. He gets that super sweet Team Rizz Member of the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. The socials at RizzShow Show. Your emails, RizzShow1057thepoint.com. Crab on Celebrities here in a moment. Sex Time Fun Facts, Sex Toy of the Week in just a little bit. All right, we'll play a quick game here, just in studio. So this is the one-word movie clue game. So I will give you a word, and you tell me what movie the word is associated with. So, for example, if I say to Moon, boxing,
Rocky.
you'd say Rocky, yes. But if you don't get it, I'll move on to Lern and give her another one-word clue about the same movie. Like, it'd be like, you missed it on boxing where you said the wrong movie, and I said Philadelphia, Rocky. You get a point.
Okay.
And I've got 3 clues for each movie.
Right on.
Okay.
So keep score.
And it's not a shout out if we're going.
No,
in a
we're
circle.
gonna go around.
Okay.
We're gonna go around, and I'll start with a different person every time. I'll go down the line. All right, Moon.
Rizz.
We'll start with you. Sneakers.
Air.
Lern. Skateboard.
Big.
Ray. Finally, time machine car.
Back to the Future.
Yes.
Time machine car. That's 3 words.
DeLorean.
What?
Wow.
I don't like it.
That helped.
What did I get? Sneakers.
Yes.
What I get?
Well, and
skateboard.
listen,
out.
man, it's
This
gonna
is-
come. It's gonna come around to you. Hey, don't crap on this yet.
That was bad.
All right.
Well, we're building to something.
We're building to something, you jerk.
Can I get like a
It is
20
gonna
or
come
30
around to you.
words,
It's gonna be
one
easier.
word?
All right. Learn. Mirror.
Snow White.
Rafe. Rose.
Beauty and the Beast.
Dang it, Rafe. So smart.
Rafe. Bowling.
Kingpin. Dang it, I know
Scott. Rug.
Oh, the Coen Brothers film. It's Big Lebowski.
Yes.
Dang it. You got
2.
one.
Scott. Weddings.
Wedding Crashers.
So good.
Easy.
In the title.
Moon.
Yeah.
Necklace.
Titanic.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Learn.
What?
Lost.
Oh no. Castaway.
Rafe. Sydney.
Good one.
It's a tough one.
Sydney?
Yeah.
Like Australia?
I have no clue, man.
Scott. Anemone.
Finding Nemo.
Yes.
Nicely done, my man. My man. My man.
King in the
Anemone.
lead.
I've never even seen it.
Anemone.
Get out of here.
Anemone.
Yeah, I've been busy.
All right. Who started that one? Learn.
Yeah.
Rafe.
Yes.
Bricks.
The Mason. I don't know.
Twister. Scott.
Wizard of Oz.
Nicely done.
I mean, are you a
Is
movie
it-
maniac?
is it- I
guess
right now?
so.
What is
Aaron
happening over
Eckhart's The Bricklayer.
Yeah.
here? Oh, yes.
Is that a movie? That's what I was thinking.
very
Was there a
good.
bricklayer
Such a
movie?
pile of crap.
Like the Beekeeper?
Scott.
The
It is,
Bricklayer?
but worse.
Take a drink.
Scott. Tiger.
Lion King. I don't know if
Moon.
that's in there or not.
Baby.
The Jungle Book.
Oh,
Learn. Tooth.
Hangover.
All right, Chewbacca.
Moon.
What?
Donkey.
Shrek.
Nice.
Learn.
Put a little inflection in that.
Gator.
Ooh. Crocodile Dundee.
Good guess.
Learn. I'm sorry, Rafe. Hockey.
Gator and hockey. Waterboy.
Scott. Golf.
Happy Gilmore.
I said the
Horse.
wrong Adam Sandler movie.
Nice.
In the lead. 5 points, King. Rafe, Moon,
Can we
Learn.
stop now?
Rafe.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's start with this one.
He's twitching?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go on. Don't
Hey, don't-
manipulate
yeah,
it.
don't
Just do the first one.
I screwed up something. I screwed up something on my list. I put doubles on one. So now I labeled everybody's where
Don't
they
let
go.
me see him. Don't let me see him.
I messed this up, guys. All right. Rafe.
Yes.
Ooh, school.
School of Rock.
Scott.
School.
Wizard.
Oh, Harry Potter.
Yes.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Scott. Box.
Rocky.
Moon. Christmas.
Dang it.
Oh, man.
Christmas Vacation.
Learn. Monster.
7.
Looking for gremlins.
Oh, I don't know that.
Box
Ooh,
Christmas
Gizmo.
Monster.
I haven't seen Gremlins.
Looking
since
for
I was
Gremlins.
a
I don't
kid.
like
That's
monster.
such a great movie,
Gremlins
yeah.
are gremlins,
I haven't
dude.
seen,
Like,
I
they're
haven't
not
seen that one in
even.
forever.
Gizmo was so cute.
Is it worth
Okay.
rewatching?
Yes.
Moon.
Yeah.
Circus.
Pee-wee's Big Top Adventure. Let me
Lern.
finish.
Elephant.
Put some respect on it.
Dumbo.
Oh, yes. Dumbo.
It's not Dumbo. I'm not going to get this.
Oh,
Also, I just sound like I took a hit. That I was burping. Maybe
It was the Elephant Man,
Oh, no, Dumbo.
Is it Dumbo?
Joseph Merrick.
All right, Learn.
Yeah.
Alien.
Ooh, Mars Attacks.
Wow.
Rafe Bicycle.
E.T.
Yes.
Also a cute little thing.
Rafe.
Yeah.
Robot.
God. Short Circuit.
Space. Scott.
Space robot. Star Wars.
Wall.
Wow. Wow. Interstellar.
No. Wally. I don't know.
Talking to
Wally.
a bookshelf.
Wall. What is that?
He is talking to a bookshelf.
I thought that was a bit too much.
We're going off the rails here.
I know,
Listen, I'm trying to struggle at the end here.
Whoa. I didn't think we'd get this far.
All right, there we go. Feather.
Feather.
Got it.
Got it.
What? Okay, let's see here. Feather.
Great one.
He's out.
3,
Yeah,
2, 1.
Dance with Wolves.
Forrest Gump.
Yes.
Didn't even take the
last-
second
last
hint.
one.
Good job.
Last one for Moon. Totem.
This is Inception.
Yes. Inception. It's Inception.
All right, here's how it went down. I'm in last place. Rafe, Moon, and King Scott wins
right.
this game.
I don't know. It's a work in progress. It's it's the building blocks of maybe a game of the future.
That's
right?
a fun one.
Something
That's
there.
a fun one.
That is
There's
a
something
fun
there.
game. I like that.
There's something
won.
there. All right, today is August the 19th. Back in the day, 51 years ago, 1973, Enter the Dragon was released. Has everybody seen Enter the Dragon?
No.
Bruce Lee, Enter the Dragon. Sadly, he died 3 weeks before the movie's premiere. Probably his most famous movie, Enter the Dragon. 45 years ago, 1979, My Sharona by the Knack hit #1. All right, 41 years ago, 1983, great movie, Mr. Mom. Mr. Mom hits theaters.
Great movie.
Hulk Hogan?
Michael Keaton.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of
Michael
Mr.
Keaton.
Nanny.
Now, the story behind this movie is Michael Keaton, he turned down the movie Splash to star in Mr. Mom. Ron Howard, who directed Splash, turned down Mr. Mom to direct Splash. So Tom Hanks starred in Splash, and some lesser-known director, Stan Dragotti, took on Mr. Mom. That same day, Kenny Rogers, Dolly Parton release, Islands in the Stream.
What a beautiful day for America that was.
19 years ago in 2005, the company that made the painkiller Vioxx, that was American Co., was ordered to pay $253 million to the widow of a 59-year-old man named Robert Ernest who died from it. Unfortunately, Texas has a cap on punitive damage, so it was reduced to $26 million. But it was just the first of many lost lawsuits that would ultimately lead to the company shelling out $4.8 billion to settle all those Vioxx cases. 14 years ago in 2010, our Operation Iraqi Freedom officially ended when the last of our brigade of combat troops left Iraq. And I hear things are fantastic there now. We really went in there and turned things around.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
12 years ago in 2012, Top Gun director Tony Scott committed suicide by jumping off the Vincent Thomas Bridge in the Long Beach area of L.A. He was 68. 8 years ago, 2016, Lou Pearlman, the creator of NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, dies at the age of 62 while serving a 25-year sentence. That documentary on Netflix is out
Yeah, you said
now
it was
about him. It
pretty
was good.
interesting.
Yeah, in 2008, he was convicted of conspiracy and money laundering related to a massive Ponzi scheme. 7 years ago in 2017, comedy legend and St. Louis' own Dick Gregory dies at the age of 84. And 4 years ago in 2020, Apple becomes the first U.S. company to be valued at $2 trillion just 2 years after it reached a $1 trillion valuation. And that's what happened back in the day. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your Crap on Celebrities.
And we start with this. Nearly 50,000 people packed into San Francisco's Golden Gate Park on Saturday to see System of a Down and Deftones in concert. 90% of the concert goers were from the San Francisco area. Here's a little footage from the show.
Is this a story just to make us all feel bad because we didn't get it?
Yes, it is. I was talking to a guy on Saturday at Schlafly who was like, dude, when are the Deftones coming back to town? And I think we're trying to get them back. So it could happen in 2025, maybe later this year. I hope it's sooner rather than later. The city has been making efforts to turn itself into a destination for live music, San Francisco, that is.
Good for them.
And good for them. But yes, we would like to see Deftones back here soon. This is interesting. 55-year-old Brent Clifford is the son of Creedence Clearwater Revival drummer Doug Clifford. Now he's in California prison. He's facing murder charges. He's also a person of interest in the disappearance of his girlfriend, whose body was later found only miles before the body of a man named William Andrews was discovered in Nevada. Clifford is accused of shooting Williams and also allegedly drove Williams' car for a time after his alleged murder. And so he is facing identity theft charges in relation to this case and just bad,
So the
bad
drummer
dude.
of Creedence, his son,
His son,
is
Brent
accused
Clifford.
of killing somebody.
Yes. So I wanted to get that out there. Gene Simmons and Bob Dylan have recorded vintage covers for the biopic Reagan, which will star Dennis Quaid as an actor who becomes the 40th president of the United States. Simmons will do the Lena Horne hit Stormy Weather. Bob Dylan chose a song called Don't Fence Me In. And I watched the...
When does that come out?
It's
gotta be
coming
soon,
out
'cause
a
he's
week
doing-
from Friday.
Because Dennis Quaid is doing the rounds as
Yeah.
far as
He looks
interviews
good
go. He
as
looks great.
Ronald Reagan. It comes out a week from Friday. Joe Walsh was in D.C. last week for the 77th committee meeting for the President's Committee on the Arts and Humanities. He posted a photo on Instagram, says, "Look, Ma, I'm a presidential appointee. Looking forward to serving on behalf of American artists across this great land." Joe Walsh was appointed to the committee in April of last year. It's kind of fun. His hair is all combed over. He's in the White House. Joe Walsh.
Oh, like he cleaned himself up?
Cleaned himself up. Yeah, looks pretty cool. Last week, we talked about Tom Petty's Ford Mustang from 1965 that they said was hitting the auction block at $35,000. Guess how much this Mustang sold for at auction
So
on Friday?
Tom Petty's, what year is this?
1965. It's
1965
cherry red,
Mustang.
gorgeous.
They started low at $32,000.
Yes.
100,000.
100,000. Scott, what do you think?
Tom
I'm gonna
Petty's
say,
Mustang.
Oh yeah, it's got to be $750,000.
Oh, Moon?
Hey, let's say 120.
Okay. Rafe Dean.
Forgot to ask.
150.
150. What did you say? 100?
100.
You said 7?
750.
You said...
I don't know, remember 120?
You all are wrong. It's $225,000.
That's close.
225,000.
Dang, that's
$225,000.
a lot of money.
That's a lot of money for a...
So, and honestly, when it went
Probably has
on
new
for
wheels or
35 grand, people are like, I'll buy this thing right now. Like Tom Petty drove it. It's in great condition. It's a beautiful Mustang. So the fact that it fetched so much was great. Eugene and Dan Levy have been chosen to MC the upcoming Emmy Awards on ABC. Here's a little bit of how they sounded when they posted the SAG Awards back in 2020.
Welcome, everybody, to the 26th Annual Screen Actors Guild Awards.
The SAG Awards. And for this incredibly glamorous group of people tonight, SAG is such an unfortunate acronym.
I bet it's going to be great.
It will be great. The father-son combo says, for two Canadians who won our Emmys in a literal quarantine tent, the idea of being asked to host this year in an actual theater was incentive enough. We're thrilled to be able to raise a glass to this extraordinary season of television and can't wait to spend the evening with you all on September 15th.
I like those two.
I do too.
Me
They're
too, man.
very funny, and I
The Levies.
wish nothing but the best for them.
This was interesting. Jeff Goldblum guest hosted Jimmy Kimmel Live last week, and he was interviewing Aquafina when a fly landed on the desk and was just hanging out there. And so Guillermo had to come over and get a piece of paper and get the fly out of there because Jeff Goldblum was like, hey, I tell my kids, if you see a spider, you see any insects, don't hurt anything, don't hurt it, just take it out and put it outside. Of course, Jeff Goldblum was the fly from back in the
yes.
day. And so Guillermo took the fly and walked it off of the set. You'd think that the damn thing would have flown off of the piece of paper.
You know, Jeff Goldblum in my book went down a little bit
Why?
when he was bragging about not leaving anything to his kids. Remember that whole thing? He was bragging about, I'm not leaving anything to my kids.
You think he was serious?
Yes. Or,
What?
well, I don't
What?
know if he was serious or maybe thinking it would sound cooler than it did.
Why'd that go down? Why'd they make
I
him
don't know,
go
'cause
down?
I think
in
it's
your
a
book?
dick move.
What's his money got to do with you, man?
No, it doesn't have anything to do with me, but it's the whole bragging about I'm not leaving anything to my kids. I don't like it.
I don't like it.
It's kind of
Don't you
weird.
work
It's kind of
to-
weird to put that out there. Like, was he asked about it or something, or did he just decide this was something that?
I think they were talking about nepotism.
Oh.
And he kind of opened up, and he might have been joking.
It didn't sound like it. Or he
think?
thought maybe he was not serious about it, but he was saying it as if it was something to be admired. And I'm like, nah, you're a dick.
That's the greatest thing about Jeff Goldblum is I'm not sure when he's serious and when he's not.
He's so strange.
All of us are kind of like, meh.
Why would you work, you become successful, and not want to leave things for your kids to make them comfortable? I understand the spirit. I understand the spirit of like, okay, I don't want my kids to be spoiled. I want my kids to make sure you have a good work ethic. I understand that part. But then to go, I'm going to not leave them a dime.
Yeah, I don't know. I understand the argument on both sides. I don't know where I land on it.
I hate it. And I think it's one of those virtue signal things. Like, oh, look at me. I'm going to sound like I'm such a great parent that I'm going to leave my kids with nothing.
I think he'll leave his kids something. And with that, moving into movies, Alien Romulus debuted big at the box office as it sets to revive the classic franchise. The film estimated to earn $41.5 million, and it took the #1 spot. It will also get the bragging rights for toppling Marvel Studios' Deadpool and Wolverine from the top spot finally. So congratulations. That was like the only movie that came out this weekend.
It's supposedly really good,
Yeah,
right?
it's supposedly good. There are people that are really into that franchise.
Yeah.
Right.
I saw Disney had a little preview where they showed a scene on Disney Plus, and I watched it last night. Looked pretty cool. I did see a lot of this on the internet, not spoilers, but someone's like, watch the movie. This is my take on it. This is incredible. This is incredible. Oh, my God, this is incredible. Totally incredible. What the hell?
Oh,
This
ending?
movie's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like apparently the ending kind of rubbed people the wrong way.
People that are
but-
fans of that franchise like to pick it apart as if they're, a fan of Star Wars or whatever, big sci-fi franchise. A lot of the geeks like to pick apart every little aspect of it.
Well, which one is this, like number 8 or something?
There's a lot of them.
Was Ridley Scott involved
Oh, I don't know.
or not?
I thought so. I thought so.
My guess is they've kind of been loosely trying to connect them all. I'm curious if they...
Oh, there is Aliens canon, like even as far as the video games go. That's all part of the storyline.
Prometheus kind of like tried to connect them at the end, but it wasn't very... That movie got panned pretty hard.
I
Yeah,
like
it says
that movie.
Ridley Scott is involved.
Cool.
I like
Well,
Prometheus.
as far as involved, maybe because it's his story and they're building off his story, they have to, quote unquote, involve him.
I don't know.
He gets some kind of writing credit.
It's good on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, it's got
You know what I
82%.
can't stand? I've watched the previews too, and I don't like how they're just willy-nilly shooting the gun up in this spacecraft. Like, you don't have time to do that, dude. Like, you're going to puncture a hole in this thing and you're all going to be dead. So I don't like when there's guns on a spacecraft because it's stupid.
Yeah, at least one of the captain or something needs to say, stop firing it willy-nilly.
Willy-nilly. Like, if
No
you're
willy-nilly
hitting people,
firing.
that's one thing. But a lot of these bullets are going
But are they
into
bullets
the
or,
wall.
are they lasers?
I think they're bullets. I saw a bullet. And you know what? Also, some problem with Romulus, no cat. So, anyway.
Oh, like from Aliens.
Yes.
There was a cat in Aliens. That's right.
So cute. The iconic fedora worn by Harrison Ford in 1984's Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom sold at auction for $630,000.
Wow.
So the rabbit felt fedora was part of a personal collection of the late stunt performer Dean Ferrandini, who also wore the hat as Ford's stunt double in the
What a
film.
cool name.
Yeah, no, sounds like a hat.
Dean Ferrandini.
Put that on a business card.
Wow, so he kept it this whole time. Decided to auction it 2024.
So the stunt double had it.
Passed away.
He's dead.
Oh, okay. He died. So his
Hard to make a decision.
Estate
decided to sell it, huh?
They did.
$600K, yo. Wow.
Pretty
Don't you
cool.
think that would, if they held on to it a little longer? Wait till Harrison Ford.
Oh,
And it
God.
may never happen.
Whoa.
Don't be
But
dropping.
look what you have
Come
done.
on.
Don't you say
Look what
that.
you have done.
Don't
Don't
do
even-
Wait till he retires.
No.
We played Joe Diffie.
Retires.
We played Joe Diffie at Ballwind Days, and we ended it. And somebody goes, "It was your fault."
Yeah.
We killed him.
Did you play Prop Me Up beside the jukebox? I
No,
hope?
we played Pickup
man.
Man, but like still.
Also a bad jam. He's got
all
some
those.
jams, dude.
he does, dude.
Speaking of old dudes, Robert De Niro celebrated his 81st birthday, jumped off a yacht into a body of water. Here's
Whoa.
here's a little bit of what that
of
sounded
water.
like, and I hope this is censored because it should be.
Okay, I jumped off a boat as well on my 46th.
Did it sound like
birthday,
this?
I don't know.
How'd you keep your head up?
He's so crazy. God. Oh my God, are you all right?
I'm okay.
I'm okay,
A
bro.
little
Bobby.
bit. Hurt my hamstring a little bit.
Bobby D.
Yeah, I did jump off a boat and didn't put my head under the water.
Was it 36 feet into the water? Because that's how
Would you have floaties
That's
on?
impressive.
He jumped from 36 feet.
he did.
That's no.
Off a yacht.
That's no laughing matter. That's pretty high.
His daughter, Drana, captured it on video. So if you want to watch that, it's
All
on
his
the
bones,
social
by the way,
media.
were pulverized.
Yeah.
He's 81. He's got osteoporosis.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to John Apria, who played young Salvatore Tessio in The Godfather Part 2. He died on August 7th of natural causes in L.A. at the age of 83. His manager confirmed his death. He also played John Stamos's character, Uncle Jesse's father in Full House. So maybe you remember him from that if you haven't seen The Godfather 2. So rest in peace. And finally, Coldplay's current Music of the Spheres World Tour just became the highest grossing rock tour of all time. Now, rock tour, okay? So not Taylor Swift. This tour has made $945.7 million, sold 8.8 million tickets since it kicked off in March of 2022. So that is the number one as far as under the umbrella of rock tours go. This
What?
is, yes, Coldplay, Music of the Spheres World Tour, $945.7 million.
Does that beat out, like, the Rolling Stones?
Yes, it did. So I have a list of the top 10, and you can just give me the bands because I don't expect everybody to remember actual tour names. But there's a lot. Rolling Stones are on here twice. They came in at number 5 and 6, respectively. The Rolling Stones A Bigger Bang Tour, $558 million. The Rolling Stones No Filter Tour, which happened before this tour, $546.5 million. So they're back to back for 5 and 6.
Okay, so Coldplay number 1. U2's got to be up there, either Pop Mart or the 360.
360 Tour from U2 came in at number 3 with $736 million.
Okay, rock. So no Taylor Swift on
No
this.
Taylor
No
Swift.
Beyonce?
No Beyonce, just rock.
Okay.
And honestly, I feel like it's a stretch to even put Coldplay on this list. I feel like they're more pop.
So I would say like Elton John did a 3-year
Yep.
farewell tour.
Farewell Yellow Brick Road Tour came in at number 2, $939 million.
Which, okay, he was on tour for like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
One tour.
Yeah.
But the Stones, too, also they changed their name of this tour, but essentially it was the No Filter Tour. They just kind of swapped names after a year.
I don't think it counts, and I think I can say this.
Yes.
I don't think a tour counts. If you slept 8 days in your bed,
not a tour.
the next run is a different tour. 8 days. You sleep for more than a week, and it doesn't even need to be consecutive.
Okay, but like
In
Taylor
your own
Swift.
bed.
Taylor Swift's doing that Eras tour thing.
No. Eras Tour Volume 1, Eras Tour Volume 2.
So you think it'd be 2 separate tours?
Listen, if you
What's
go
the
home...
European leg, you think? Like continent-wise?
Yeah, I think, okay, maybe you take a week or two between continents or something like that, but I don't think it counts. I hate to be that guy, but I don't get it.
Well, you're being that guy.
Otherwise, you know what? I've been on tour for 20 years. The next show that I do is still on the same
Being that
tour.
guy.
I'll set the record.
You're on
Look
this
at this
list.
guy.
This is so stupid. I mean,
It is stupid.
They're bending the rules so they can set the record and be on crap on celebrities. So Lern will talk about them, and I think that's cheating.
It is cheating.
Have some dang borders. You know what I'm saying? Like some rules.
Metallica on their
Rules, man.
on their what are they with the summer tour? What are they
Summer
calling it?
Sanitarium?
No.
No.
what are
Oh,
they
yeah,
calling
Family
it?
Values
The
Tour
M72.
2011 is still
M72.
going on.
No.
No, but I'm saying so they're only doing weekend shows.
What does that mean? Is that a tour?
Is that a tour?
Man, I don't know. I think that's a weekend tour. That's a weekend warrior tour. That's got to be
that's
called
lucky.
something different. It's not a tour. It's not a tour.
But they are going around.
Then they call them shows. And here's their something show.
You guys are getting lit up. Let me just give it to you.
I mean, don't you think? Does nobody care about standards anymore?
What is
Dude,
this
we're not
world?
musicians like you, man.
I mean, in the comedian world, somebody will put up 3 dates and be like, going on tour this summer. That's like what every comedian that's trying to
Right.
kind of upgrade their
Moon's
status
taking a
tries
hard
to
stand
do.
on this.
I'm taking
I
a
mean,
hard
this is-
stance. Like, come on, man. Like, follow the rules.
Lane Darrow says we're going on a summer tour, but that just means we're playing bars like every Saturday. You know, what is
Every
that?
couple
During
weeks.
the
We're like
summer.
Metallica.
Yes.
I think if it's
So
the
we suck
same,
too.
I don't know. It's hard. I don't care that much, but
Yeah.
I'll get on board with you, man. I'm going
But
to
you
come over to
should.
your side.
I'm on Moon's side. On
Let
this
me
one.
give you this
All
list
right,
before we
all
go
right.
into a hole. Red Hot Chili Peppers came in at number 10 with their global stadium tour, $390 million. AC/DC at number 9, the Black Ice World Tour, that came in at $442 million. Roger Waters, The Wall Live, that's been going on for a long time too.
Oh, yeah, since 1974. Come on. You're cheating.
$459
No,
million.
he's doing the solo thing.
It's good. It's a
Been
great
going
show.
on forever.
Coldplay's also on this list again. A Head Full of Dreams tour, $523 million. Rolling Stones for 5 and 6. Guns N' Roses was the last band on this list, not in this Lifetime tour, which had been going on for a couple of years. $584 million. And that is your crap on celebrities.
You know what it is? It's a way for them to say, listen, we're not going to change the set for 4 years, okay?
That's what I was going to point I was going to make.
We're going to do the exact same thing. We're not going to spend another dime in upgrading the production or anything. It's all the exact same thing. We'll just call it the same tour.
That's what I think they're basing it on. It's like, is the setup breakdown the same? Do we have the same crew? That's the tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
versus days or shows scheduled.
I guess it makes sense if you're remember the 360 tour was a very particular thing with that spider looking with the screens. Yeah. Okay. If you're that big, maybe you can do what you want. Celebrities celebrating a birthday today. Well, Matthew Perry would have been 55 today. Gene Roddenberry would have been pretty old. Speaking of the Star Trek, we'll just
Gene Roddenberry, yes, from Star Trek.
Yeah, we'll stay with Star Trek. Jonathan Frakes, that's Commander Riker on The Next Generation, is 72. Diana Muldaur, that's Dr. Pulaski from The Next Generation, is 86. Let's go back, though. Romeo Miller, also known as Lil Romeo.
Lil Romeo.
His dad is Master P. I did not know that. Lil Romeo is 35.
You didn't know that?
Make him say
this guy.
Christina Perry is 38. What? Make us a what?
Make him say
That's Master P.
Mike Moe, Bruce Lee. We were just talking about Bruce Lee. The guy who played Bruce Lee in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is 41. Melissa Fumero, that's Detective Amy on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, is 42. Erica Christensen, Julia from Parenthood, is 42.
Love her.
Fat Joe is 54. Leanne Womack is 58. Kira Sedgwick is 59. Kevin Dillon, Matt Dillon's younger brother, also in Entourage and Platoon. Kevin Dillon's 59. John Stamos is 61.
Uncle Jesse. Gosh, so hot.
You guys ever watched, remember Jonathan Frakes hosted, the guy from Star Trek hosted Ripley's Believe It or Not?
Yes.
You ever seen the YouTube videos where they slow him down and be like, is Jonathan Frakes drunk?
Yes.
He's like, would you do this? Would you ride a unicycle for $20? It's like, there's all these like rhetorical questions he asks at the top of the show.
That's how you say his name.
If you had a Siamese twin, would you eat them for $1 million? It's just like, whoa, it's like, sounds like your drunk friend at the bar. Yeah, it's so funny.
That's how you say his name, Frakes?
I think so. You might have said it right. I don't know. That's how I say it.
I said. John Deacon, the bass player for Queen, is 73. Gerald McRaney.
Oh, yes.
From Major Dad. Simon & Simon. Also, Raymond Tusk from House of Cards. Gerald McRaney is 77. Bill Clinton is 78. And Ian Gillian from Deep Purple. Is it Gillian or Jillian?
Gillian.
I think it's Gillian.
Gillian, whatever. He's 79.
And Black Sabbath for a little bit.
Also, happy birthday to my brother Nick. He is 43 today.
Well, Nicky, happy birthday.
And my niece Hannah is 6 today.
Nice.
Yes, my niece.
Rizzuto's come in close together.
Well, my niece is born, was born on my brother's birthday.
That's sweet.
Which is neat. All right, here's
Did you find
asking drunk questions.
What really happened here? Who was the cowboy who confronted Johnny and Larry that night? Was the old woman in on it, too? Could Danny have been hallucinating? But if Dan was hallucinating, who ate Hal's food? What about the mysterious behavior of the barbecue lid? Was it really the nanny? Does this story seem possible? Was the morgue attendant in on the deception too? Were there gases trapped within the milk bucket that caused the activity?
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
You're asking a lot of questions, rapid fire, John.
We don't have answers.
Who ate the food?
Let me give you a ride home, buddy.
People say that they listen to the Rizz Show on half speed and that we
That's the best way to listen.
sound hammered. Real smart.
Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Olivia Austin. And today's birthday girl has been in 394 fine films, including Amazing Asses 20, Big Booby Heaven 2, Busty Cops on Patrol 3, A Hot Wife is a Happy Wife, Massive Asses 8, Scott's favorite, Oiled Up 4,
Great one.
Sweet Peaches, White Mamas 6, and who could forget a role in 2015's Topless, Trussed Up, and in Trouble. Olivia Austin is 38 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with your 6 dumb fun facts. And this was causing controversy last week. An expert says if your partner doesn't say I love you in blank amount of weeks, it won't work out. So he gives a number. If your partner doesn't say I love you in blank amount of weeks, it's not going to work out. And how ChatGPT can catch guys lying about their height. That and more next. Mentioned at the top of the show at Baldwin Days, you saw a lot of Jeff Burton shirts out there in the crowd.
Yep.
A lot of Jeff Burton shirts. Well, I'm here to announce that back for a limited time while supplies last, you can once again buy a Legend shirt, a Heart shirt, or a Jeff Burton Forever shirt. All three created in honor of our buddy Jeff Burton. Proceeds from all sales will benefit our Team JB fundraising total for this year's Zero Prostate Cancer Run and Walk, which is happening on September 7th. So get your Jeff Burton Legend shirt, Heart shirt, or Forever shirt while supplies last at 1057thepoint.com, and proceeds from all sales will benefit the Zero Prostate Cancer Run Walk, which is happening on September 7th.
Awesome. I just had a guy email me the other day looking for one of those Jeff Burton Forever shirts, and I was like, I don't know if we're selling them anymore, and now we are.
Today
Awesome.
we are. Again, while supplies last. And join us and join Team JB. I want to see this Zero Prostate, Cancer Run Walk event grow and grow and grow.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a great time on September the 7th. All the details at 1057thepoint.com. And it's sponsored by
Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet.
Oh, I do have to shout out Shirt Co. for helping us out with getting these shirts up there, ready for purchase. All right, so love
is in
love.
the air.
And love is a complex emotion that unfolds differently for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But one dating coach is stirring the pot with a very bold claim. If you haven't heard those three magical words, I love you, within a certain time in a relationship, it's time to move on. What are your thoughts on that? Is there a certain time frame you got?
When you tell somebody that you love them for the first time, that you admit?
First time. How long did you wait to tell your wife, Mallory, that you loved her?
I don't know.
Was it months? Was it weeks? Was it days? What
Hours?
Seconds?
I love you.
Weeks to months. Yeah, I think so. I would say a reasonable time, which is why I can't.
Well, what's a reasonable time?
Weeks to months.
Like how many weeks? Like 8 weeks?
Because this
Probably
dating
not.
expert gives a specific,
Probably not.
here's how much time. If it's anything after that, or if they haven't said it when you hit this time, it's over. Move on.
I'm going to say, I don't remember how, it was pretty fast for Tim and I.
Mine too, but I'm a pretty loving dude. Probably weeks, right? Will you say weeks?
7 hours.
I don't think it was weeks for me. I think it was months. Like it was probably 2 months. I think I held back. I was like, hold back.
Did you say it or he said it?
Oh, I definitely said it first.
You said it first?
Yeah. Like insanity. Screaming it from the rooftops. Yeah.
Huh.
That's how it
Did
was.
you scream it from the rooftop?
Say it first.
That's how I felt. I was like, I want to scream it from the rooftop. So I don't
sweet.
know. I don't know if, months, I would say 2 months, 8 weeks.
Man, I don't know, dude.
Did everybody say it back immediately?
Yeah.
You said it first. You say it right back.
I think so, yeah.
Do you
I don't
remember?
know. I bet she knows. I would bet it was me, but I don't.
I'm in the same boat. I'll
think
bet
it
it's
was
me.
I hate
You
to
know
say
me,
that.
Mr. Romance.
$1 million.
You're Robbie Romance.
You wouldn't know though. If it was like $1 million, you have to put it on you or her. Would you be? How confident would you be?
I would be mostly confident.
Okay.
Dang.
Can we text her? We text
Go
her?
ahead.
Okay.
I definitely said it first to my wife, and I'll never forget. Like she responded with, "Thank you."
Oh no.
I'm just kidding. I
Great.
I'll say, text my wife and ask her if she remembers how long it was. I bet she don't remember. A long time ago.
She texts back, "Who cares?"
Maybe. Do you remember you and Tina?
I do, because she said it on accident and was like really, as I was like walking out the door one day.
Aw.
To have one of those moments where she, I think just like subconsciously she said it.
Like, love you, bye.
She's bye, I love you. Like as I was like walking out the door, and
Well, what hurt
kind
you
of
would-
opened the door back up and went in the kitchen, and she had her head in the freezer. And I go, "What's wrong?" And she was like embarrassed. It was cute.
But did you think of it as
She
like...
goes, "I don't know why I said that. It came out." And
She
like she
loves
was
you.
freaked out about it.
But with her,
It was sweet.
I wouldn't know if it was real or just like joking around.
Well,
Yeah, she could have played it either way.
yeah, she could. This could all be like one long joke. I can
Yeah,
go
the
home
6-year
today.
relationship.
I can go home today and have all my stuff in my Jeep, and she'd be like, "Gotcha." Who knows?
Did you say it first, Scott?
I'm pretty sure I did, yeah. I'm almost 90% sure.
You are a lover.
Yeah.
And
I'm a
how
lovey-dovey.
long into your courtship?
It would have been probably just a few weeks, yeah. Like a couple weeks,
okay.
maybe.
Is she right back?
Yes, she says, "Oh boy, I have no clue." But I also have bubbles going, so I don't know what else she's going to say.
Who cares?
Text bubbles.
Well, this guy, this relationship expert, I don't know what his credentials are, but he says if you have not heard "I love you" within 3 months, it's time to move on. 12 weeks, 3 months. If you don't hear it by then, peace out.
My wife said, couple months maybe. And she said that she said it first. I said, you sure?
So
Yeah.
she said it first.
I wonder what that stat is on male-female relationships with, do the women say it more first or do the men?
I'll bet you it's 50-50.
Dude. And then she put a smiley face. She said that we've always both claimed that we did.
Ah.
But
That's
she says
cute.
that
What
she
if you've never said it and you guys just both think you have?
Yeah.
Like
Could be. Let's
you're in
not
a
discount
crazy
that.
Black Mirror.
We say it many, many times a day. Many times. We're very,
I'm
What?
sorry.
That's sweet.
we're very snuggled.
I tell my cats, like, that's my new thing. I'll be snuggling my cats, and I always whisper in there, I'm like, "I love you so much." And, like, Tim's just looking at me like, "What the hell, dude?" Like, so I have, and I love him too, obviously, but so I've been trying to tell him more because the cats get all of it. What a freak.
Well, this guy,
What a freak.
this guy's name is
What a freak.
Jake Maddock. He's known for his direct approach to love, has ignited this fiery debate. He's adamant that women shouldn't waste their time on commitment phobes. Quote, if your partner isn't saying "I love you" by the 12-week mark, they are simply not the one. But not everybody's buying this 12-week timeline. Countless people have pointed out that relationships progress at different speeds. Some couples may need more time to build trust and intimacy before expressing deep affection. Others argue that rushing into a declaration of love can lead to disappointment if the feelings aren't reciprocated or as strong as initially thought. Well, you're taking that risk every time. I'm putting myself out there. I'm saying it.
Yeah.
I'm very vulnerable right now.
I wonder how many times, because I mean, you can be in love multiple times. I've said "I love you" to
Sure.
previous boyfriends that I've had for long times and whatnot. Is it because of the honeymoon period, the dopamine that's going on, that you say it? Is it dopamine top at the peak of dopamine?
You high on
Are
oxytocin?
you
Well, that's
high
why
on
it's good to
oxytocin?
wait.
Yes. But 3 months, I mean, you're still in it. You're still in that honeymoon
Oh, are you
phase.
still in the dopamine phase?
I would say
3
so.
months?
I would say the first year of a relationship is full dope.
So dope.
Oxytocin,
Dude,
dopamine fest.
Do you think?
First couple.
Do you think 3 months should be the mark, or is that too?
I don't know.
I don't think you could put a time on it,
It's all autonomous.
because on the other side of the coin, there
What
are
if
people
in
that
3 months you go on 4 dates? You know what I mean? Like some people don't. If you're 3 months together every day and you
Yeah.
don't hear it, you got to take all that into account. Because like sometimes I've dated people where it's hot and heavy from day one, where can't get enough of each other, we're hanging out, and then I've dated people casually, where it's been like we kind of built,
Yeah.
Or like if you date someone who's imagine dating a pilot who's out of town all the time.
Always high.
Might take a long
Always high.
time.
That
Might take
guy's
a
so
long
high all the time. Oh, he's a pilot. Oh.
Oh.
So there are people that agree with this guy.
I assume it was a man. It was a woman in my story. So, just saying.
They believe that a strong, healthy relationship should involve clear commitment and commitment from the outset. Some women shared personal stories of staying in relationships for years without hearing those words, only to be left heartbroken. So is there a magic number when it comes to love, or should we let kind of relationships unfold naturally without setting arbitrary deadlines? Yeah, just what's 12 weeks? Oh, I'm circling on the calendar. 12 weeks, got to say it by then.
Tomorrow's a day.
Yeah, because you're not forcing
Here's
it
a
on
better
idiots.
question.
Well, so dumb.
I don't know if this ever happened to anyone in this room. It has happened to me. I just shocked myself. You ever had somebody say it to you, and you did not feel that way?
I have
had
not.
To be like,
I have not.
cool.
You
like,
have?
for real have to have that.
Not in
I
a
have not.
romantic sense.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Like
Parental?
No, just like, you know.
I love you, man.
Yeah, but like,
No, that doesn't
like
count.
buddies and that kind of stuff. Well, no, it does count because there's been plenty of situations where, you know, people have been real heartfelt about it. And I'm like, damn, man, I hardly know you. I don't want to say that back. Like, it means something to me.
Yeah.
I know that sounds
Well,
silly,
yeah,
but like,
I got
that's,
that.
it's like a big thing for me.
That's
And yeah, I'll admit it happens more often than I like it to, where somebody will say that, and I'm just like, yeah, I love you too, man. I'm trying to get out of it, but at the same time, like, I feel real weird about this.
I agree with you.
'Cause I'm not there yet, brother.
It's the love bomb. Everybody's saying I love everything. And in recent years, I've tried to reel that in.
Yeah.
And,
Yes.
and so I really do. When I tell somebody I love you, I mean it. I don't. That does not get thrown
If
around
it's a
anymore.
plutonic "I love you," I don't, that doesn't. To me, that everybody says it all the time. It's lost meaning.
It's lost meaning.
Totally.
It's lost meaning.
But it still has meaning to me. At my core, it's still an extremely, extremely big thing.
Yeah.
And maybe it shouldn't be.
Same.
Maybe I know that I'm probably miscalibrated, and my childhood wasn't. My childhood was very loving, but it was not it wasn't a touchy, huggy place, and it was not a place for "I love yous." Like I didn't hear that a lot, and that's fine. It was fine for me. But what I'm saying is, it made it very
Special.
big. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a big thing, man. And
cool.
people just willy nilly throwing it around like darts and
well,
stuff
that's
kind of makes me
shooting at a
uncomfortable.
spaceship.
That's why to me it doesn't phase me. I love you, man. Love you too, buddy.
Yep.
I need to know. But I need to listen, man. I need to know and feel that when I say it, or I have difficulty saying it. I can't just throw it
Or
around like y'all can.
Muddies it up for the people that you deeply, deeply love.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, if I just start throwing this out there, well, then it means less when I say it to my wife or my children, or to my buddies that I truly love. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get it.
I know that sounds so silly, but
It
I'm
is.
telling you, it's a hang up for me sometimes. you asked.
I feel similarly.
Yeah, you asked, like, have you ever been, I love you, and you ain't ready for it. It happens.
No, because
it happens.
you know
I meant from romantic.
romantic standpoint.
But
Listen,
I get what you're saying.
the
think
love
it's
I have for
important.
my family and my wife, yes, is different.
Sure.
If I
than
tell
the
you I love
have
you,
for my
I mean
friends.
it. Yeah, but you still mean it. But I get it. There's
Different.
fans too. Like we live in a different world too, where you'll meet a fan that'll be like, "Man, I love you, man," and you just want to be like, "Cool,
I love you too,
brother."
buddy.
Right. There might be some nonchalant.
Right.
But I think I'm talking about like how long? Because my question, what I was trying to get to, was how long? Because I know people that have said it, and the other person's not there yet, and then you wait till how long do you wait in that space? Because that's brutal. You've said it, it hasn't been reciprocated, and now, or they've said it, you're not feeling it. Now you're under the gun, right? Now you're like, oh, this person
The
told
love
me they
gun.
love me. I have to either
Taking time bomb here.
I have to either reciprocate soon, or this
You
is
got to
over.
peace out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
That is the
time.
catalyst.
I want to know
for
what this
sure.
guy has to say, but I want to know that's when the fuse is lit.
Okay,
That's
so-
when the time bomb is ticking. If no one has said it, you're fine.
So tell me you love me.
I love you, man. And I mean
All
that.
right. All right. Okay, so now the clock has started.
All right.
Say
Now the
thank
clock
you.
the clock has started.
Rafe resigned.
Are we talking if we're in a romantic relationship? If you don't say it that day, is it over?
No, it's how you accept it. Thank you.
Or do you have a couple days to respond?
You have one.
Do you
hey,
have a week to
you have
respond?
1 week.
Yeah, you have 1 week. That's it. It's
What?
That's how I say it to
Like
people. I go,
speed.
I love you. Clock's ticking.
You better love me by the end of this week.
It's proof I love you that I'm keeping time
got
on
a
this.
little timer
You
counting
got
down
a
on my
watch
phone.
right here.
You can't. Oh man, I don't know if you can come back from that.
It's awkward for sure.
I'm laying it out there.
I had a girl tell me fast. A couple days. And then it's like,
But if it's,
and I liked her a lot.
But
I really
if it's
did.
such a short amount of time, even then you get like, hey man,
Too soon.
let's slow this down a little
I
bit.
can't remember how. I think the way I handled it was to be like, that is awesome. That means a lot to me. Kind of the way Moon just described it a little bit. I was like, those words mean a lot to me. And I'm not discounting what you're saying, but just let me get there in my own time. And then I think we never spoke again.
Okay, so that's real quick. So let's say that's within a week.
Super fast. Yeah, it was like
within a week. Or
I was
something,
definitely in like week 1.
But if you've been seeing each other for like 4 months, 5 months, and they lay it out there and you don't,
That's
if you've
hard.
been seeing it for 4 months, if you've been seeing somebody for 4 months, you have to be prepared for what you're going to say.
it's coming. It may be coming.
Yeah,
at some
for
point.
what you're going to say, whether you feel it or not. And every day that goes by, you're thinking, okay, if it happens today, how do I react? How do I feel?
All right, tell me you love me.
Rizz, I love you, man.
I'm just not there yet.
You know what?
I totally get that.
I don't even think it's I love you.
10 years.
Dude, it's not
Yeah,
even
it took me
heavy.
a while, too.
I love you is not as heavy as I'm in love with you. That's heavy.
Yeah.
I'm in
I
love
think
with
there's
you.
a difference.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm in love with you is, to me, that is the first thing. Like, I've fallen in love with you.
Really?
Yes.
So you said that first before you said I love you?
I want to say I did to Tim. Like I'm completely in love with you. And then I feel like that is real deep, and it's also kind of an intro to the I love yous that could begin or not.
I feel like you've speeded right past I love you with that one.
I've fallen in love with you.
Because I'm madly in love with you. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is it. This is the beginning. I'm in love with you. I can't deal.
My loins
Now
are on
what?
fire.
Yeah, I can't remember.
My favorite song.
I can't remember with my wife. And obviously, it was 25 years ago.
25
so-
years ago. By the way, she had the text bubbles, and then, oh, here we go. She says, I bet it was quick because we were friends for a long time first. So you guys are probably very much in love with each other even before. Oh, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sweet love.
Well, you can supposedly add years to your life by what? By being more active and exercising and eating healthier, maybe cutting back on drinking, not smoking cigarettes. And now there's a new one, guys. Being more attractive.
Wow.
Yes. You could add years to your life by being hot.
We're going to live forever, you guys. Look at this room.
God, not all of us.
God bless.
I'm not all of us, and I'm not saying which one of us. There's a new study out on longevity and facial attractiveness, and it's not exactly great news for you ugly people out there. Researchers looked at yearbook photos from 1957
Awesome.
and had independent arbiters rate their attractiveness. They included more than 8,000 people. Okay, all from Wisconsin. I don't know why they only use cheeseheads, but it probably had to do with them narrowing down the environmental factors. Then they looked at how and when those people passed away, or if they're still living, how healthy they are in their old age. So they'd be in their 80s now.
Mm-hmm.
They found that ugly men lived nearly a year less on average than men who were considered good looking.
Oh, no.
And unattractive women lived 2 years less than women who were more blessed in that looks department.
Now, is this because of the triage? If two bloody people come into an emergency room, the good-looking ones get in the room first. What is it?
That's funny you bring that up because the study admits that we don't know much about the connection between attractiveness and longevity. There could be direct scientific and genetic explanations, but it could also be what they're calling pretty privilege.
Pretty privilege.
The idea that attractive people are treated better
For sure.
in day-to-day life and preferential treatment gives them boosts along the way to improve their health and quality of life.
Yeah.
So they think more highly of themselves,
and
and,
they're
they
not
don't.
No,
stressed.
it's not even them.
Well, no, they're
thinking
not
highly.
talking down to themselves. They don't.
No, it's just that people treating them better.
Right. It's been
Yeah,
easier
but
for
also
'em.
you're speaking stuff into yourself.
Maybe.
I know a lot of hot people who are real mean to themselves. Like, they don't understand their hotness and how good they are. And I'm like, you have everything.
Scott, maybe that plays into it.
Yeah.
They're probably having
Like
sex
you look in the
more.
mirror, you look and go, man, I'm so effing hot.
I'm hot.
But they are specifically talking about pretty privilege. Yes, again, maybe getting preferential treatment in the ER. I don't know.
Yeah,
next time
that
you,
could be.
next time you run in there, stumble and bleeding, and help me, I'm beautiful. Oh God!
No, that's how they triage you.
Wipe
All
this
the
man
tens
of bed.
over here.
Wipe this blood off.
Ooh, it looks
I'll
like
tell you
you
what.
You have to say it when you call 911 and the ambulance comes faster.
Help me.
I'm a
Just so you know, I'm a 10.
I'm a South County 8. What?
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
We'll be there in a while.
So a South County 8 is what, a normal 5? Okay.
Festus 7.
That's a Chesterfield 6.
Come quick, I'm a Festus 7.
Festus 7.
Yeah, we'll be there in about an hour and a half.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Can you walk here?
Oh, man.
One economist argues, quote, over time, if people didn't pay as much attention to looks in daily life, I'm quite sure that 100 years from now, we wouldn't be seeing these differences in longevity.
By the way,
Spoken like a true ugly economist.
Yep, that's an ugly
Spoken like an ugly person.
anybody else get their parents' yearbooks out and go through and be like, who did I think was hot? And then like quiz your parents on them. Like I get my
Nope.
mom's books out. And
Never
go,
done that.
Was this Dale? Was he like the babe? Because I think he's the hottest. She's like, absolutely not. You know, try to figure out like what she remembers from
And
high
what is
school.
Dale doing now?
Right. What's up with Dale?
He's a farmer.
That's the best.
It's probably an ugly economist.
Yeah, that's right.
Dale?
Pale Dale.
Let's get dirty here for a second, guys. A new study suggests that popular sex acts might be more trouble than they're worth.
Go on.
We're talking,
How popular.
well, you know, like you watch a movie, and they're having sex on the screen.
Yeah.
And you try to take that to home,
Right. Act it out.
and you're like, this is just not.
Yeah. This is the Roadhouse proxy. I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Like, what do you think an overrated place to have sex is?
The shower.
The shower is number one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
Everybody's tried it.
Hot
And
tub,
it's
I put
never
hot
how
tub.
you want it to be.
Hot tub and shower belong together.
I've got a list of the 7 most overrated places to have sex that really are not worth it.
And anybody who's like, oh, well, you must not be with the right person. Like, no. It's never that great unless you're in a shower that doesn't exist, that has like a bench or handles.
They
The
exist.
shower is
Or-
number one.
Cruise I went on had that.
To be honest, it's how you're built.
Yes.
As far as the shower goes,
Yes,
or all
it's,
these.
it's how you're built.
It's construction
You gotta
of the
be able to
body
get out of
and
the
of
water.
the shower.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The water mixes things up too.
It has to be.
Water's not a lubricant.
Strange
It's not.
sensations. Well, no. It's not just
You
that.
got to have enough space. Lern's right. You got to have like a shelf in the back where maybe like the water's going, but you're not in it.
Sure.
And if it's a tiny shower, forget it.
I disagree that the shower and the hot tub are in the same ballpark.
The main reason for this failure is that no normal, struggling adult human actually owns a shower bigger than a vacuum closet.
Right.
When it comes to sex, the last thing that should be wet and slippery is the playing field. Am I right?
Also, let's say you have a shower curtain situation. The minute that shower curtain touches any part of your body, the mood is off.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Or if
The
you're getting
plastic shower
slammed up
curtain.
against like a glass, are we going to break this glass wall?
Let's hope.
There's no
story.
good shower sex ever.
Number 2, anybody want to take a
I will.
God?
The beach.
The beach is number 2. Yes, the beach, overrated.
Sand fleas, dude.
and sand.
Yeah, you don't want those.
Sand and sand fleas. Double.
We've all secretly dreamt of telling a story about lusting over a short-lived fling while doing the deed on a secluded beach during those warm summer nights. Am I right?
Hey, yeah.
But man, salt. I'm not salt. Sand. It's like the herpes of the earth.
Yeah, it's bad.
When have you been in the ocean all day and you got salty skin and then
Salty
that's a whole
skin,
thing?
sand.
It's probably nighttime unless you're really taking a rolling the dice. So you got little crabs skittering all
Oh, my
around you
God.
with your parts out.
You'll
You got
be
those
pulling-
claws.
You'll be pulling sand out of certain crevices weeks
yeah.
later.
Oh, yeah, it's a UTI waiting to happen. No thanks.
Never done it.
You're making
Never
a
done it.
pearl in your urethra.
I had, guys,
Gross.
I have had the sex on a beach, and I do know about the sand fleas. That's how I know.
You got bitten by sand fleas?
Yes.
So is that STD?
They
if
were
you do
all
that?
over my legs.
Yeah, Tina got
It was
destroyed.
terrible.
After a romp on the beach?
Partially that. She also rolled in the sand and the tide.
Straight up Chris Isaac. There. What are you doing? She was doing
having
the
a
video?
good time. We were having a good time. But I was like, I think you're gonna regret that tomorrow. And she's like, no, it's great. Feels so cool and free.
I'm free.
I'm free.
We were in Okaloosa Island, Florida. At night, we had a condo on the beach. Went down.
This is like a private beach?
Not really, but I mean, there was nobody on it at night. We had like a little there was like 2 big hotels to our left and right, but we only had 6 units in our condo, so there wasn't very many people on our section of the beach. We hung out. That was the night the lady came out of the water out of nowhere.
Mermaid.
It was crazy. We were like talking about, like, could we ever actually sleep with another person? And then this lady, just the spear, looked like Jane Fonda from whatever that Barbarella, just came out of the water, and she was like, "Do you guys have any beers?" And she had a fish on a spear, and we were just both so. What? It was a wild night, man. That's just all I'm saying. And then I was like, what?
Or you're thinking Bo Derek and 10.
We literally, it caught us so off guard that I didn't even seize the moment until it was gone. I was like, oh, I don't drink. And she's like, oh, okay. And she even like kind of had like a foreign accent. I swear it was a mermaid. To this
Ariel?
day. And she just like
Knew
talked
it.
in
I
broken
knew it.
English. She was like, fish for beer? And we're just like, huh? And then Tina's like, I don't remember what we said to her, but she ran off into the.
Did we
saw-
proposition her for a threesome?
No, but I think we missed the window. That was my point. We were having that conversation at night under the
And
moon.
this was the gods from the
That would've
ocean.
been
and,
awesome.
and Poseidon sent it to me, dude.
Neptune sent you.
Lord Neptune sent me a threesome, and I was not ready.
Dang
And it'll
it.
never happen again. Then she rolled in the sand and got fleas, and it just didn't end the way I wanted it to.
What a mess.
Romantic.
It was wild.
All right, so we got the shower, we got the beach. What's another overrated place to have sex?
The car.
Yes, that's our number 3, the back seat of a car.
Are we sexperts on this show, you guys? This is incredible.
There's 7 altogether. I mean, you're crushing it.
I know 4.
Wait, before let's discuss the back seat of a car.
Cramps.
Gear shifter.
We've all, yes?
Angles.
Yes.
Yes, it's not,
I've
It's
had
not
some,
the 50s anymore.
But I will say
Bench
this, I
seats are
have
gone.
had good car sex. It's not impossible. Maybe it's just because you're so happy to have it. At the time you're getting it in a car, you turn a blind eye to the inconvenience.
Yeah, you got to get incentive.
that's a young man's game.
Yeah.
The back seat of a car is definitely a young person's game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I had a lot of fun in the back of a Buick Skylark. I'm just going to say that.
All right, so Scott, next.
I'm going to say prison.
Prison did not.
Did not make the list. But should.
Seems like
Yes.
it'd be one of the worst ones.
Yeah. Prison, yes, did not make the list.
Okay.
Honorable mention, though.
Ah, darn it.
Anybody else? So we got the shower, we got the beach, we got the back seat of a car.
A tent.
Tent did not make it.
These are places that are romanticized.
Overrated, yes.
Yeah.
Are romanticized and just really are not.
The hallway. I feel like
The
everybody's
hallway.
getting slammed up on a wall in a hallway.
No,
Yeah.
no. So you got 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7. We need
Oh,
4, 5, 6. and 7.
airplane bathroom.
Airplane bathroom was number 7.
That's
Yes,
a
Look at
great
you.
one.
Thank you.
that's number 7.
I was trying to think.
And then porta potty is up there.
Nope, nobody wants to have sex on a port. Nobody's romanticized that, Scott.
Well,
Lollapalooza porta potty. Nobody
No,
has ever
thank you.
romanticized.
he's clearly
that.
never been to Shalbina Homecoming.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yes, airplane bathroom, overrated. I'm looking for 4, 5, and 6.
I'll say, let me see barn/hay.
No, like rolling the hay. No,
What about the back of a pickup truck?
no,
Guess that's a car.
Technically. How about elevator?
no. I'm going to give you number 4,
Ferris
Trampoline.
wheel.
the jacuzzi.
Yeah.
I already balled
I
these
those we had the
together.
hot tub and
No, we never said
Yeah,
hut
that's
tub.
what he said.
I tried to put it in the
Oh.
shower.
We never-
I thought the
we
wet
never-
on
no,
wet. Same
no,
thing.
No, jacuzzi has its own category.
You can get a yeast infection that way. Stop this.
Yeah, again, water, not a lubricant. It's hot, too.
Hot bacteria water
Whoa.
in your hoo-ha.
It's hot.
I mean, if it's a trustworthy one, it's whatever, man.
I don't know, man. Even the chemicals that is the cleanest hot tub on earth is no thanks.
I don't like it.
Not mine.
I don't like it.
Everybody's farting in a hot tub, dude.
Farting.
Yeah, the bubbles are already built
Bubbles
in.
are masking it.
Well, they don't stay down there.
You got the fecal bubbles.
You'll never
and
get caught.
chemicals.
Your parents' bed is number 5.
Oh, God.
Never.
Well, who's romanticizing that?
Who would do that?
How's that overrated?
How would you disrespect your parents like that? Who would do that?
That's a sign of respect, in my opinion.
No.
You're like, this
no.
is where
Just go in your own room.
this is where the family has lain. This is where family is made.
No.
Come with me. This is where my family is always made.
Man, I had a
Is that when the girl said, I love you? As you're walking
3
into
days
your
in.
mom's
I
room?
love you. You love me? Then sex with me on my parents' boudoir.
I'll tell you what, man. I had a friend. House sit my house once, and he did the deed in my bed, and he thought it was funny to tell me afterwards. And I've never looked at him the same. Like
I'd be
that's
super
like
pissed.
it's like a sacred place, man. You don't do this. So you don't do that to your parents. You don't even do that to your friend.
I had a couple stay over at my house one time. They're from out of town. And I know that they had sex in our extra bedroom because of the incredible mess that was left.
Oh my goodness.
From the
All
window
over.
to the wall.
And I was
They
like,
left a mess. What?
Yes.
Are they still friends?
Yes.
What kind of mess?
What are their names?
What kind of mess? The sheets were ruined. It was
What do you mean?
disgusting.
What? They didn't clean up.
Oh.
I'm talking about.
They left your house that way?
Yes.
Who does these things? They've not
Friends from
been
out
in-
of town. They were a hot and heavy couple. They're not together anymore. We're
And
just
how
friends with
old
one
were
of them.
we?
This was 5 to 6 years ago.
with a
So
hammer
in
or
our
something?
30s. Like
Yeah,
so
were
we should know
30s.
better.
Yes.
Well,
And so I went to, they stayed, and I always take the linens and we'll wash them after they leave. That nobody has to do that. And so I'm going to gather the linens, and there is I'll just say a crust
Ugh.
No.
all over.
Are you sure they didn't?
And I was like,
Were they eating in bed afterwards?
no, there was
perhaps?
no
Maybe Doritos.
We
or
did
something?
not have anything that had the consistency of this crust.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
in
And you
the
put your hands in it?
sure they didn't accidentally sleep on a jar of mayonnaise or something.
No mayonnaise was found. We have squeezed tubes of mayonnaise in the fridge. That's it.
Have you invited them over since?
One of the people have stayed at our new house. Yes.
Whoa.
Do they know?
No,
Did you
I was
tell them?
I told my husband, and I said, "What's going on with this?" And he couldn't believe it.
Is it a relative?
No, it's a friend. It's one of. I'm not going to give any more away.
Is it a friend on your side or his side?
What does their
I
name
can't
start
say.
with?
No.
Yeah.
And I love this person so much.
What color
but
hair do they have?
They do not have. They have hair, but I'm not telling. Listen, and I would invite them back.
I'm just going to shout out some of your friends' names that I know, and then you say yes or no.
No. And here's the deal. I love this person dearly. They're great.
It's
They're
Katie.
They're a
It's
funny
Benjamin.
soul.
Jennifer.
They're a
It's
funny
Michael.
soul.
Ashley.
And it's like, I was
Brittany.
so appalled. And I'm like, oh my God. And then what do you do? You don't bring it up.
No, you
just get
the
commit it-
sheets out,
You commit
right?
it to memory. A strike. Strike. Your name's on the board.
Yeah.
Oh, I would bring it
They
up.
stayed at my house in the last couple of years, and it's all I think about. I'm like, oh my God, what if this was a dream?
Yeah, man.
It's
Give
like,
them the bad sheets.
Let me ask this. It happens. They're like, uh-oh, it happened. We got sexed in here. Mm-hmm. If they strip the bed,
and we're like, oh, we'll take care of the sheets ourselves.
are we cool with that?
I mean, it would
Does
still
that
be
help
the
the
same story.
situation?
That might have been weirder. I don't
with
know.
them stripping the bed and washing, would you be like, what the hell happened in
So
there?
these are your
last
guest
night?
room sheets. Do people sleep on these sheets?
No,
when they
these
stay
sheets
over
are gone. These
Oh, you threw them away?
I threw them out.
Oh,
them.
my
She
God.
sold
I was
them
so because
on eBay.
I guess I'm gross in the way that I didn't change the sheets for like a day, like they said after they made the bed after they left to go home,
Oh, wow.
and so it was made, and then I'm like, oh, I need to change those sheets, for the next.
So they
guest.
knowingly made a bed. Wow. That had gross sheets.
Yes.
Ew.
What's it say about their home? If they didn't
Their
think
home
that
is
was
gorgeous,
Ew. Yeah, they figure, all right, we're going to.
and I
We
was
would
like,
never do this dirty stuff in our house.
We'll blame it on the cat.
You want
I
to
mean,
try
I
that
never
thing we've
seen
been talking
anything
about?
like it. I was like, whoa.
I've
Who
never
knows?
seen anything like it.
Well, I mean,
Right.
think about
Like that.
Let's go to commercial. I want to hear more.
We got one more. We got one more one more. Number 6 in the 7 most overrated place to have sex.
Never seen
Airbnb.
anything like it.
Yeah, I want to know more about this.
What the heck could that be? There's one more, you say?
I'm going to say
Bed of a
ski
truck.
slope.
Bed of a truck.
She said bed of a truck.
Oh, shoot.
ski
Sorry,
slope.
I wasn't. I'm only
this
thinking
is a
about
place
one
at
thing.
home. This is a place at home.
Laundry room.
Closet.
The kitchen counter.
Kitchen counter.
The kitchen counter.
Yeah, that's a size thing too. Like if counters are too high or too low, or
Also,
Yeah,
I
it's not too
prepare
great.
food here.
well, yeah, but you also wash.
Laundry room, though. That's a different story.
Laundry room's a different story, I feel.
How so? It's the same
kitchen-
troubles.
No, the kitchen counter, though. I mean, like, you get your fruit bowl right there.
Yeah, but don't give me the.
Knives.
We'll turn the washer on because that'll make you feel better. That's never happened to a woman.
Yeah, it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
That's like I get it, like having sex on top of the dryer because of the height and maybe the whatever the size. But then, if you turn this stupid washer on and you're like thinking that's going to do anything for a woman, I doubt it.
You're putting a bare ass up on the kitchen counter.
Got a Tide Pod
I don't like it.
situation.
Easier
This
to
is
clean. Easier to clean.
just
I don't like it.
Open the oven.
I don't like it. So it's the shower, the beach, the backseat of a car, the jacuzzi, your parents' bed, kitchen counter, and an airplane bathroom.
Now, don't you forget where you were in that story.
Now, I'm going to tell you all about it.
Is there anything missing?
Well, yeah, we're going to get to it when the mics are off.
Bed of a truck, yes. Never done that.
Let's
that
see.
seems very roomy.
Yeah. I'll be honest, most outdoor sex is probably not as good as you think it's going to be.
Yeah. Again, it's romanticized in
Sure.
these movies and on TV.
Some of it, yes.
Yeah, as long as
I'm
you
not
know-
saying all.
You know what you're
I said
doing?
most.
You think things through.
If you prepare correctly, if you
Yeah.
You end up
if you
with a
think it
pine
out,
cone in your ass or something.
As the
or maybe you do.
as the road safety czar, I would say while driving is not.
While driving, yes,
That's romanticized. Don't do that. That's not wise.
or on the side of the road, unless you're wearing vests. It's very dangerous.
Yeah, have orange on.
Put on a reflective vest.
Yeah.
Safety first, guys. Be careful out there.
Just be careful out there.
That's it. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with the sex toy of the week. And speaking of kitchen counters, some food news. All right?
Yeah.
It's 8:40. It is Monday. Traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. Experience the thrill of nitro-fueled racing at the NHRA Midwest Nationals. Come see your favorite drag racers at WWT Raceway from September 27th to the 29th. Things are pretty clear. Your point forecast, breezy, high of 84. Right now it's 70 at the Point Studio.
You know, Lern, it's really weird that somebody would do that to your bed.
I know.
Wild.
I know.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
I just
And they
clean up
just
after
leave?
yourselves. Yes. It's okay if you have sex in my house. Just clean up after yourselves. I don't want to
Jeez.
deal with it.
Yeah, how do you clean up after that aftermath, though?
I don't know. I guess you got
They
to.
just throw your sheets away.
Fire.
Hey, I threw your sheets away. I did it for you.
I know. That's fine.
Would you feel good about that?
Yeah. This friendship with this person definitely.
Changed because of this?
No, they're the type of person that they could be like, oh man, this happened, oh dude, you know, and I'm like, I love you anyway.
All right, but clean up, though.
Clean up yourself. They're a fun little
Clean up
stoner
after
friend.
yourself.
Have they texted yet?
All right, let's put a capper on Sex Time Fun Facts. All right, Rafe, what do we have here?
Something that could have prevented that mess.
Thank you.
The Size Matters vaginal pump. $29.74 on AdamandEve.com. Over 25,000 sold. 3.2 stars out of 5.
So this is the Size Matters vaginal pump.
That is correct.
It's very high tech.
We get a lot of PPs get a lot of attention, and the vages don't always. It's time to flip the script. Get a more sensitive vagina and bigger thrills. This specialized pump makes your lady parts puffier and more sensitive for the ultimate sexual experience. It works with natural vacuum suction to promote blood flow, which sensitizes and puffs up your vulva.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Vulva. Description. The cup, which resembles a breathing mask,
It
fits
does.
easily over your lady bits to completely cover it. Try adding some lube to the edges of the cup for an extra tight seal. Hold the cup in place with one hand and start squeezing the bulb with the other. Every squeeze creates a stronger vacuum inside the cup, pulling more blood as your vulva grows steadily larger and larger. When you're finished, you can simply press the release valve and break the pump seal and remove it. Just like Shaq shoes. After you're finished pumping, your entire area will be darker in color. Do not be alarmed. For this is from the increased blood flow.
Do not be alarmed.
Do not be alarmed. And much larger than usual and is an almost puffed up shape. Most importantly, all the activity will make your nerves more alert and more sensitive. Just try your favorite sex toy to see for yourself. Just be sure to start on low until you have time to adjust. After you finish pumping, sex toys and partners will be much more satisfying than usual, and you'll find it easier to enjoy yourself as well.
Okay.
The pump comes with an emergency release valve, so you can remove it quickly and easily if needed, and the extra long no kink hose makes it easy to use, even for first-timers.
Okay.
All right, pretty good. Couple quick reviews. Number 1, from a verified buyer. Pros: wife got to the finish line while I was just pumping. Cons: game over after that. Sean, 420. Finally, extra sensitive and plumped up kitty. 5 out of 5 stars from a verified buyer. My wife and I loved it. The next day she told me I'm a little sore from that pump. Being the loving, caring guy I am, ha, I replied, I'm sorry. At least we tried it. We can toss it. She said, oh, hell no. I can take it. It's worth it. LOL, Justin. There you go, guys.
Okay.
That
Wait.
size matters vaginal pump. Wait, what?
Yes.
I've always heard that it is not good to. You can get an embolism with this sort of
Yeah,
play.
I don't know the safety
So
on this one.
blowing air up there.
You're not blowing air up there.
Yeah, but
you're
if
not
you're
blowing air up there.
But if you're putting this,
You're sucking air out of the thing.
putting the mouth piece on
Correct.
the lady bits,
Yeah.
Yeah, the CPAP
and then
schmear.
you're pumping.
But the
through
air's not
pump.
going in. That's sucking out. It's creating a vacuum. It's
Yes, it's sucking out.
It's sucking. It's engorging
This
you
away.
by sucking the other way.
Okay, I just want to. Hey, we're educating
good.
here.
And
No
listen, I
embolism.
don't know what the medical drawbacks on this thing are. Is it safe?
Basically,
Maybe.
just it's getting the blood flow into the spot.
Into the lady bits, yes.
Okay,
It's like a blood pressure cuff.
thank you for the
So this is
clarification.
the size matters vaginal pump. Less than $30. Wow.
I mean, what a deal!
What a bargain. What a bargain. All right, thank you. That puts an end to this week's Sex Time Fun Facts.
Honestly,
Hey, yes.
somebody was choking.
Get that
Oh,
out
yeah,
now.
put that.
You got
Put
nothing
that
else?
over somebody's face.
If somebody was choking on like a piece of steak or something, you could probably use this vaginal pump. To save
Yeah,
a
they're
life.
definitely
Yes.
going to cough it up after they smell whatever it's
Oh. Oh.
Get that off of my face.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I'm going to talk some food news here, by the way.
Great.
So,
Yummy.
happy National Potato Day, everybody. National Potato Day.
Oh,
If you need an excuse to order French fries, today is the day. Here you go. National Potato Day. So a new poll for National Potato Day looked at the top ways Americans like to eat their potatoes. What got the most votes?
Fries.
French fries. You're damn right. French fries.
good.
The top ways we enjoy eating potatoes. Go ahead. French fries, number 1. Number
Tater
2,
tot.
tater tots. No.
Chips.
No.
Baked potato.
Baked.
Baked potatoes at 3.
Show me wedge.
Twice baked.
Mashed.
Mashed, number 2. Yes.
Ooh,
duh.
au gratin.
No, then we got
There's
our
all touch
straight
on
up,
here.
straight up hash browns. No, I think that's right. French fries, mashed potatoes, baked potatoes, and hash browns.
Mashed potatoes, you said?
Mashed potatoes are number 2.
I love a baked potato.
Tater tots and potato salad are tied for 5th, by the way.
All right, I'll take that.
You guys mess around with a baked potato? Do you do it often? I
don't
do.
I don't love baked potato. I'll be honest with
Got to
you.
be right, but when it's right, it's something that you go,
Yeah.
why don't I have more of these?
Yeah,
But
wrong.
And what
It's
is the
really
butter
wrong.
to sour cream ratio? If you even sour cream it out,
Do
at
we
all?
load
have
our
to.
baked potatoes or we just eat them plain?
I used
with just
to.
some butter.
When I used to eat meat, I would love a bacon bit on the potato, but haven't done that in a long time. Now I just load it up with butter, salt, pep, and sour cream.
Correct.
Sometimes a little cheese.
Yeah, I like where your head's at.
You know
So
what
you
I'm
do it
talking
up.
That's all. That's enough.
You're
You don't
doing it
need the
up.
bacon bits. You got it covered.
about. I got it going on.
Maybe some chives.
Yeah.
Love a
Pulled
chive.
pork,
yeah.
maybe a T-bone.
You guys,
Really loading it up.
Yeah.
You dip your fries in barbecue sauce?
At McDonald's.
On occasion.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's available.
Depends on the fry, depends on the sauce.
If it's on the table.
Sweet Baby Ray's original recipe.
I would do that before ketchup.
No.
I'm not going to the fridge to get it. If it's on the table, I will.
I mean, barbecue's perfected ketchup.
Sweet Baby Ray's is the best of the best when it comes to, I'm out of sauce. I need an emergency. I have an emergency.
Yeah, it's your emergency sauce.
Otherwise, that's high fructose corn syrup or whatever the heck is in that.
it's
No,
not.
thanks.
It's got garbagey stuff.
Tell you
but
what,
it's
man,
yummy.
I miss.
The beef jerky's the best.
There was a place in Shelbina called Clappers, and every time I think about barbecue sauce and fries. They had the best fries on the freaking planet. I'm not kidding. They were the greatest.
Fresh cut?
What kind? Give me the size.
You know, I guess it would be considered a steak fry, but it wasn't that flappy, nasty crap. It was like something in between, and they all had skin on it. It seemed like,
And they had Country Bob steak sauce there.
Yeah, it
I
was
like Country
Really?
Bob's.
God.
Man,
I'm
I
all
don't
over
like
that.
skin fries Clapper. I don't like those in the same sentence.
Clappers
Clappers
was just like this old country steakhouse, and it was
Famous.
that's herpes.
it was perfect.
Right, the clap, isn't that herpes?
Neil says Clappers, steakhouse or strip club.
Gonorrhea.
Oh, is that gonorrhea? I'm sorry, gonorrhea.
Clappers,
Yeah.
man. I know that sounds silly, but anybody,
Gonorrhea, yes.
there's like 17 people out there that are hearing this and going, "I know Clappers, and he's right. They were the greatest fries ever."
Hey, bad news for potato salad. Potato salad's popularity is waning.
I know. No, not in my house. I'm the only person.
25% of Gen Zers said potato salad is in their top 5,
They're wrong.
compared
What
to
is
60%
wrong?
of boomers.
These poor kids have not had an aunt cook potato salad for you at a
The right
Southern
way.
Illinois
Yeah.
picnic.
What is it when you do like the thin slices like this, and then you
gratin.
do some sort of
Yeah, that's all gratin.
casserole with cheese?
Oh,
and
yeah.
crap on
Gratin,
it?
yeah.
Oh,
That's great, isn't it?
My mom loves making those.
Oh,
That
you
stuff
do
is
that right?
yummy.
Yeah.
You're winning people.
But this is potato salad is a cold. It's the only way you can serve them cold, and they're good. It's such a game changer.
Yeah.
And there's
You
so
don't like
many
mayo.
different kinds.
Oh, dude,
They have mustard.
They have the
They
Schnucks
have double
potato
egg
salad is
potato
so
salad.
good.
They have
German
loaded
potato salad?
potato salad. Skin on, red potatoes, skin on, everything mixed
Got the
in.
cheese in there.
There's so many varieties.
It's one of my favorite salads.
Me too. What about a twice baked potato?
Heck yeah.
That's basically mashed potatoes.
I like it.
Very cheesy and delicious,
Twice baked is basically mashed potatoes,
but it comes in a baked potato.
And you're just putting
but
it
it
in.
comes in a baked potato shell.
It's like putting when you put the taco salad in the tortilla. It's the same. It's just a bowl.
Yeah.
It's a bowl.
That you can eat, maybe.
The skin's the bowl.
The skin's the bowl.
I'll take a once baked potato over a twice baked, personally.
I mean, potatoes are pretty cool, though, man. You think
Potatoes
about
are
it. You,
cool.
you think about it. You dig it out of the dirt, and you're looking at this thing. You go, man, this
Who
thing
would ever
looks
eat this?
so stupid. Yeah, like what would I do with this?
This
And then you
thing
find
looks
out
stupid.
you can do 31 things and make it just heavenly.
Who was the first person that went, I'm going to try to eat this?
I'm gonna,
God bless
I'm
them.
gonna see how many things I could do with this silly looking thing.
this. Oh, that looks stupid.
Okay, but so have you ever bitten into a raw potato?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay, gross.
Kind of sucks.
It's
Yeah.
not
So
the
when he-
worst.
It's gross.
It is.
Ugg
gross.
digs it up and goes, ugh, eat, whatever brown thing from ground.
Yeah.
And gross. I'm going to try to boil it.
Throw it in the fire.
Like I'm not giving up. Ugg is not giving up.
Ah, it just turns.
They were bored
magic.
back then.
Ugg
so
is
great.
going to throw it into the oven.
You do anything to it, and it makes it awesome, and it prevents scurvy. Didn't they say that?
it does.
That's like the
Potatoes.
That was oranges.
No, I mean I think there's way more vitamin C in potatoes than there is in a lot of things. But I've read somewhere that like one of the reasons that scurvy was pretty much eradicated is because of French fries.
Because
The
of potatoes?
popularity of everything that we do with potatoes.
Really?
Dang.
I do.
It might be total horse crap. I
Nope,
don't know.
there's
I
got
read it.
vitamin C in it. Yeah.
I will say I've sliced some taters in my time, and you put a little salt and pep on a raw tater slice.
Really?
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
It's not the best, but it's not that bad.
Let's be real right now. Tree of Trust. You have a bag of potatoes in your cupboard. You pull one out. It's got a little stem growing out of it. Do you still eat it?
Yeah.
Heck
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Same. All right, cool. I just
Cut-
want to make sure we're all cool.
that would-
Yeah, just cut
It's
it
about
out.
to turn into
That wouldn't
another
even stop
potato.
me.
Right. It regenerates, dude. And Mr. Potato Head, show me another vegetable that has a
Wow.
Personality.
personality.
Lima bean Larry.
Well, I forgot about him. You're right.
Lima
Lima
Larry's
Larry.
Does he have multiple expressions that he can store in his ass?
Right?
His mustache.
Yeah, tell me about that.
No, he's always pissed off.
All right.
There's Larry the cucumber.
Lima Bean Larry only has one rage. He only knows rage.
Would you say you have French fries weekly?
Yeah.
I tried to.
I'm a pretty garbage person, yeah.
I would say I have French fries at least once a week.
I'm
I have
trying
potatoes
not to.
weekly, no matter what. It might not be fries, but it's either baked potato or
I'm
mashed.
talking specifically French fries.
I,
Would you say you have French fries at least once a week?
Yeah, I probably do.
Yeah.
No, I don't, and I want them.
Hey, you said on that list, did you say hash browns?
Hash browns are fifth.
Oh, okay.
I know.
I was thinking about that, and I was like, oh man, I can't stop thinking about hash browns. Was that on the list? Just got to make sure.
You know who's got the best bagged frozen hash browns? Trader Joe's.
Really?
Yeah,
Get up on that.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out.
Trader Joe's also has the best hash brown belt buckles.
Got those as well.
Yeah, I got those.
Those are the individual
Come in
little
a
pops.
Come in a little tray.
Yeah, they come in the tray all standing up like
Yeah.
soldiers, ready,
Four
ready to
Legos.
jump in the frying
Hell yeah,
pan.
dude.
Ready to go.
I love those. I got to be honest, love them. The $1 hash brown, like at McDonald's, love it. I could eat like 8
It's
of
always
them.
perfect.
Or is that your favorite breakfast potato?
The hash brown?
Your
Or
favorite breakfast potato? What shape and what?
That's hard because home fries are like the little.
Home fries are cubes.
Yeah, if you get like a slinger with home fries, that you can really do some damage.
Or is your like Waffle House like shredded?
I like
potatoes?
shredded a lot,
I want a
Ooh,
hash
shredded
nest.
is-
but it has to be
Yeah.
right. It has to be crispy and then
Yeah.
soft.
It has to be
Can't
shredded.
overdone.
Yeah, it has to be right. But I will say hash browns, although harder to do at home unless you know what you're doing, because those are easy to screw up. Home fries are really easy to screw up, and I swear more people screw those up these days than they do hash.
Yeah, yeah. Home fries are tough to cook.
I mean, restaurant wise. Restaurant wise, sometimes they'll say there's home fries, there's some potatoes on the side, and you start getting into it, and you go, man,
too
you
hard.
could have worked harder at this.
Yeah,
They bake them
You
too
gotta-
much.
You got to parboil those first.
I love them all.
I think my favorite breakfast potato is the shredded hash brown,
Me too.
I think my
followed by
favorite's
the belt buckle.
the golden. You get golden potatoes. You cut them into, coin slices and
Medallions?
Fry those up. Yeah.
Yeah, like Hardee's used to do it, or might still. I don't know. Doesn't Hardee's do the coins? They do
they have.
medallions,
Yeah,
right?
it's like a puff.
So does Burger King.
Oh, I don't.
It's like a
think
tater tot
I
version.
don't think I've ever trusted myself in a Burger King for
Burger
breakfast.
King, I think, does the little coins.
Really?
I
So,
like a good
okay.
coin. I mean, the potato ole at Taco John's.
Yeah, that's a coin. That's
That's a hash
medallion.
brown coin, and it's good. It's the perfect size medallion with Mexican spices, fried. Woo! Love it. And they do breakfast. They put those in a little breakfast burrito. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I was looking for some potatoes, some creative potatoes in Festival of Little Hills yesterday in St. Charles, but it was more. It
anything.
was more street meats. As,
Street meat's great too.
As my buddy Dave would say, he was looking for. He got some arepas.
Yeah.
Man, it's like a South American like pita stuffed with something.
Yeah.
Like that looked really
Right.
really good. But I was looking for some sort of potato thing, and I couldn't.
Yeah.
I never found one.
Where do potatoes originate from? Which continent?
Idaho.
The ground.
Where do they originate from? I don't know.
Ireland, I think.
But not only is it National Potato Day, it's also National Soft Serve Ice Cream Day.
What a combo.
The Peruvian Andes, you guys.
Oh,
I want to
What?
go to Ted
Andes?
Drew's and get a potato concrete. I can't wait.
So today is National Soft Serve Ice Cream Day, and while everything can probably be made into soft serve, most Americans would probably prefer vanilla chocolate or strawberry or the twist. So do you prefer soft serve over hard ice cream? What do you prefer? Soft serve?
I prefer soft serve, but I have to say, and this is I'm sure controversial. I don't think strawberry ice cream is good.
It's not.
It's not, right?
It's not.
Okay, so I'm not alone.
It's not great.
No, I think
It always
it's-
tastes artificial.
It always tastes artificial. It's garbage. Unless I saw you make it and it's real strawberries and there's chunks and stuff, just a pink ice cream is stupid.
But soft serve or hard?
think I'm a soft serve guy.
serve.
I'm a hard chick.
I'm a hard chick too.
Ice cream?
Yeah. Soft serve or hard ice cream?
Depends on my mood. Gun to my head, soft serve probably.
Scott?
I'm going hard. We had Kilwins this past week, and it was fantastic.
What is that?
Delicious.
This
Isn't
is
that-
one of
it's
those
St. Charles, right?
generic ice cream chain stores, but
What's
they're
it called?
Killian's?
Killians.
Killians?
Kill wins.
Kilwins.
Kilwins.
Kilwins. Never heard
I
of it.
mean, like, what is Cold Stone Creamery? I feel
think
like it
that's-
splits the difference.
That's
think it's
mixed
hard.
because it starts hard, but then they
starts
smash
hard.
it to death,
Yeah,
and so then it's soft.
and that's what I like hard ice cream after about 10 minutes, if I'm being
To
honest.
soften up.
Yeah, I don't like total soft serve, but I can't stand if the ice cream's a pain to get the spoon through. That it annoys me.
Where do you-
Microwave it for 7 seconds.
Where do you think
Yes,
America?
I'm with you.
where do you think America lies?
America's soft serve all
Yeah,
the way.
soft
dude.
serve.
America is a soft serve country.
Dude.
Look at the
Everybody's
denture count, and then
We've
you'll
gone
see.
soft.
Yeah, we're going through. There's two or three big ice cream companies that are in everybody's fridge now. You get the Halo Top and whatever else, and they're all soft serve stuff. You know, it's all about softening. Figure out how to artificially soften this to make it seem like it's something.
70% of
New
people say they
texture.
prefer soft serve over the hard ice
You
cream.
guys F with that Talente?
No,
that's
tell me
good.
all about
Anybody
it.
effing with
Yeah,
that?
that's good.
Well, how do you
Where's
spell
that
that? How do you spell that?
It's in your local grocery store freezer.
Talenti.
It's like a clear.
Talenti.
It's a clear container,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, it's gelato.
Yeah,
Okay,
gelato.
yes,
Oh,
that's where I sit.
gelato.
Whatever you consider is close to gelato, I'm a gelato guy.
Don't sleep on that layered Talenti in your
That looks
grocer's freezer.
great.
Dude, you go over to Europe, and every single corner, like Starbucks are here on every corner. Over there, it's a gelato place. Every place in Italy, every place in France, everywhere is gelato, and you can't go wrong.
Well, just so you know, in parts of Europe, it isn't called soft serve. It's called American ice cream.
What?
So soft serve in some parts of Europe is called American ice cream. In Greece and Romania, it's called machine ice cream. And in Ireland, it's called soft whip.
Ooh, somebody brings up clementines. I love clementines.
I do too, and that's a hard ice cream.
It is.
I like both.
You know what? Here's the deal. Actually, yes. If it has things mixed inside, I like it hard. But let's say I want to have my sprinkle cone. I will take it either, but it's probably better with soft serve.
It's better with soft serve, yeah.
It's not a clear cut. This is not a clear cut case.
But
The
they
food
do say
lawyer.
70% of Americans prefer soft serve. Now, what's healthier?
Oh man, I thought it was okay. I'm reading.
Hard.
I'm ahead. of you.
hard.
Gotta be hard
Because
because
you're working more.
Dude, I had no idea. So I'm looking at the difference
Okay.
between ice cream, soft
didn't look at it that way.
soft serve, gelato, and custard, and frozen yogurt.
It's a milk fat thing.
Between what?
You wouldn't understand.
Well, so soft serve is actually
Leave a
healthier.
little rubber duck on your cone.
Soft
You,
serve is
go into
actually
the Target.
soft serve is actually healthier. It has 3 to 6% milk fat, while regular ice cream is more likely to have between 10 and 18%.
But that's
Really?
wild. This is okay. According to Spoon University,
Which I
Graduated
Spoon
from.
you, yeah.
this says, according to USDA, standards for ice cream consist 20% cream, 10% milk. Also, ice cream will usually contain at least 10% fat. Blah 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 blah. And then go down to soft serve, and it says this sounds super obvious, only because it is. Soft serve ice cream is just ice cream that is soft. It contains the exact same ingredients as regular ice cream, but comes from a machine that results in a smoother texture.
I
It
read it would do
incorporates
3 and 6% milk fat, but I ain't no Spoon University.
This says the machine incorporates
Fort
more
Junior
air
College actually said.
and doesn't allow the ice cream to harden as much.
Huh.
Then gelato is an Italian ice cream that's always more fun and luxurious than regular ice cream.
Right.
Fancy.
Let's see the main components. However, this contains 5 to 7% less fat due to higher ratio of milk to cream. So that's what makes it gelato. I'm a gelato guy, man.
Yes, yummy.
Custard, though, what is the key ingredient in custard?
Egg.
Eggs.
That's right, egg yolk.
That's the best. They perfect
Kisses.
that.
Yeah.
Kisses, love,
Ted
and
Drew
egg
kisses
yolk.
every batch.
Yeah. It really is good, girls and guys.
All right, well, listen, we have a lot to celebrate today. National Soft Serve Ice Cream Day and National Potato Day. So enjoy, everybody.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
It's a real healthy day.
Yes. All right, some breaking news this morning. Phil Donahue, pioneering daytime talk show host, has died.
Aww.
White-haired dude. Reading from STLtoday.com, Phil Donahue's pioneering daytime talk show launched an indelible television genre that made household names Oprah, Montel Williams, Ellen DeGeneres, and many others, has died. He was 88. Dubbed the king of daytime talk, he was the first to incorporate audience participation in a talk show, typically during a full hour with a single guest. So Phil Donahue, dead at 88 this morning. All right, Moon, we have time for a couple emails, RizzShow1057thepoint.com, or instant feedback through the 1057 The Point mobile app.
Emails brought to you by Kloss Furniture. Lowest prices guaranteed. We have something for everybody. Hey, listen, we were just talking about the I love you thing, and we got an email right here that says, I didn't tell my wife that I loved her until our wedding day. We were together for almost 3 years, and she was with child when we got married. I had a friend, Ryan, who never told his wife that he loved her, found it weird, and I asked him about it. He mentioned that when he does tell her, he wants his wife to know that he really means it. That the I love you gets thrown around so easily, he would rather show her than tell her, and that made sense to me, so I adopted the logic.
Yeah, but okay.
I didn't tell my wife, but she knew. I did one time let it slip on the phone. Luckily, she didn't hear it. I would occasionally say, as you wish, and my wife tries to count that.
As you wish, from The Princess Bride.
Yeah, I told her it does not count. This was years ago. I do regularly tell her now and show her as well. Big fan, longtime listener, Brian. P.S. I give the show 4 out of 5 stars.
Okay, so now that is strange, though. All right, I'm going to tell you this once, and only once. I love you. That's it.
It's very niche.
You get one. Everybody gets one.
He gave her a baby before he gave her a I love you.
I can't imagine
It's an interesting
marrying someone
It's an
who
interesting
has
principle.
never told me that they loved me. That would be so weird to me.
Yeah, it's very old century.
Well, you get married for love, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and what if they never tell you? You rolling the dice?
That's what I'm saying. I can't imagine being up there in front of friends and family.
Yeah, it's such a vulnerable moment.
Joining my finances to you. And being vulnerable and like,
Yeah, it's interesting.
tell me about the first time you met Sherry. Well, I know I liked her a whole lot. I wouldn't say love, but I like her a whole lot. That's just
Right.
like
So
such a
weird.
strange thing. I understand it. There's a,
I get it. You want it to have meaning. I understand that.
yeah.
But don't you even say it in your wedding vows? Doesn't that kind of come up then?
I don't know if it does. I mean, traditional wedding vows, I don't know if love, to honor and love.
Well, he said the wedding day.
So he did do it that
So he
way.
did it the wedding day. But that was the
I'm
first
saying,
time.
like, you're up there. What if he didn't? What if he got on?
What if he did it and he shook and said, "Oh, that felt weird."
There you go. Or he goes, the pen is blue. He turns into liar, all of a
I
sudden.
love that we're
It'd
here.
be weird.
Yeah, it's really weird.
I mean, I get the sentiment. I love, obviously, Avett Brothers are my favorite band, but they have. That's why sometimes I like buying the record or buying the thing. They have. Seth Avett wrote an essay on the back of that about like what we've been talking about like what the words "I" and "love" and "you" mean and how it's used in our society and things like that. And it's very sweet and touching. And I get that it's important, but man, if you're marrying somebody and you got to the altar and you haven't heard "I love you" yet, I don't care how they've shown you.
How about Stevie Wonder's I Just Called to Say I Love You? This guy's
So-
like, nope. That's stupid.
Hang up.
Bye, Steve.
Like,
I just
he didn't even get that far. A rainy day. Click. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Next.
Let's see. Hey, guys, and Learn.
Hi.
Hey,
Love all of you. See, that guy can do it.
good on you.
Friday's my 41st birthday, and I'd love to see you guys play the Butthurt game this week. My favorite.
Friday?
Much love. John, sent from my Android.
We'll see.
Let's ruin the weekend by playing the Butthurt game.
Friday? I got to put it together.
Okay.
All right, for your birthday, maybe, if I remember. Next.
Let's go to the entertainment reviews. Listening to a podcast, and what do my ears hear? A discussion about Apocalypse Now. And I swear I heard some little girl just say, I don't think I've ever seen the whole thing. But no, it was supposed to be, it was our supposed fearless leader, Rizz. My God, you should be ashamed of yourself.
I could
Scott
lie and say-
Rizzuto.
I could lie and
You
say I've
either
seen it.
drop your man card at the front desk on the way out today, or you make it a point this weekend to watch that incredible film, a little piece of art from the director of, what is that? Oh, yeah, 2 more of the greatest films of all
I
time.
understand. I get it. And if a requirement of having my man card is watching Apocalypse Now, then
Apparently.
He goes on.
apparently I'm on probation.
He goes on and says, you should also make it a point to eventually watch Heart of Darkness, a filmmaker's apocalypse, the single best behind-the-scenes filmmaking documentary about one of the most insane film shoots ever. And if you happen to reference the GD Beekeeper one more time before watching Apocalypse Now, I expect to see you in a dress while you're speaking. Good day, sir.
I guess I should man up, guys. I'm sorry.
Wow.
By the way, I did watch Beekeeper last night.
Yeah,
It's
great,
pretty
right?
dope,
I love it.
That's
Great.
pretty good. Exactly
So
what it was supposed
awesome.
to be.
Yes.
It didn't try to make any character what it wasn't. It didn't try to make that one gal any more than she was just supposed to be to serve the story. Same for her partner. Like they were just there for the story.
yeah.
I do want to know how many times beekeeper was said in the movie.
I know, it's so silly.
That was over the top.
All right. Noted that my man card has been revoked.
What did they say about Heart of Darkness?
Well,
that it's the
a
best,
documentary.
behind the scenes documentary, filmmaking
Well, that's
documentary.
what Robert Conrad's book, The Heart of Darkness, from I think maybe from the 1800s. They say that was like, basically that movie ripped that book off. That Kurtz was based on a character from that book. And,
Well, listen, I know
it makes
it's
sense.
a Coppola movie. I get it. Fine. Next.
We'll go down to food emails. Hey, fellas and lady.
Hi.
My wife and I just had heavy smoke for the first time last weekend for my birthday. It was a 10 out of 10 experience, but also in RizzShow terms, it was 3 out of 5 stars. I got the King Scott sandwich. It was wonderful. My wife had the ribs, and they fell off the bone. They were so good.
Yeah.
We will be going back for sure, and I just wanted to ask, what else would you recommend the next time, or what would you recommend we get next time for those who have gone? I'm willing to try just about everything there sent from my iPhone. Honestly, I've only tried 1 or 2 things there, but the tots, you got to get the tots. If you didn't get the
tots.
seasoned tots.
Their sausage is insane, too.
Oh, really? I've only had the King Scott sandwich and the tots.
Yeah.
Love their sausage.
And they have brisket egg rolls. I encourage you to try
Yeah, those are good.
those. Everything they have, just try anything. Just keep trying new ththings every time you go. It's delicious.
By the way, and I do have to mention the whole 3 out of 5 stars thing.
Right.
So it started when I remember I was riding my bike with the family and we went to, it was called Main Street Creamery in Wildwood, and it just opened up.
Oh, yeah.
And we were outside enjoying our ice cream, and I was reading some of the Yelp reviews, and there was only like 4 at the time.
Yeah, because it was new.
And it had like it was like 2 or 3 stars on Yelp. And it was because of one guy's like really bad review because they had too many choices.
Yeah, he was like, the ice cream's great, the place is great, everything's good. I'm giving it 1 star because there's too many choices.
Too many choices.
This guy.
And I was so pissed off. And this is before you guys were on the show. I was so pissed off because a new business, they rely on these Yelp stars.
Yes.
If I see something's only, 2 or 3 stars,
You pass.
I'm passing over it.
Right.
I was so incensed by this a-hole. This a-hole gave it 1 star, 2 stars because there were too many choices. See, the ice cream was good.
It's the spice of life is to have a lot of choices.
I just want to say that the Main Street Creamery is closed down.
Probably because of this guy.
All that,
Okay.
that
the
review.
good 2 or 3 year run.
Couldn't weather the storm of the 3 out of 5 stars. I will also, to the original email, I recently had them load me up. 2 other items I would recommend at Heavy Smoke. The Cuban. They have a Cuban wrap
Oh, yeah?
with like their smoked pulled pork and pickles. And man, it was amazing. It was so
Absolutely
good.
My mouth is watering.
It was so good. And then there was a 32-ounce pork steak that was cut it with a fork.
No, let's not sleep on that.
It was like 2 inches thick. Listen, it takes a lot to impress me with pork steaks. We all know that. And Tina and I had each ate on this for 2 meals. So it's fed 4 people twice.
Yeah.
Wait, it's fed 2 people twice.
2 people twice, yeah.
4 meals on 1 pork steak.
And yes, I am wearing a Heavy Smoke hat today, actually. And they are a sponsor, but honestly, the place is legit. I've had them cater parties for them.
Yeah, it really is. It's so incredible.
They've done backstage at Point Fest before. Hey, congratulations, guys. One more real quick one, man.
Okay, I need help with a dilemma in my household. Do you brush your teeth with hot/warm water, or is it cold as the
Brush their
tap
teeth
will
with
allow?
hot water.
I don't want to lead the witness. Just need to know, am I a monster or not?
Can I just say this is how I roll? I will then turn the hot water on to get hot while I'm washing my face. And while it is getting hot, with the cold water that's in the pipe, I will brush my teeth with that water.
Yeah.
That's
what
how
my
I
wife
roll.
does. Yeah.
It's water efficiency, trying to
100%.
save the planet a little bit.
Takes it a minute.
Yeah, it takes it a second.
And a little warm water's not the end of the world.
Yeah, but hot water? Imagine putting hot water on your toothbrush and putting...
Yeah, I
It's
don't
always
like
an
it.
accident.
I
And
only go under
it's a
the
shock.
thing one time. So I turn it on. I turn the hot on, and as it's...
Get it moist.
I do the swipe. I do one little thing, and you don't have to go into there a whole bunch. And then cleaning it with hot water is good afterwards.
I keep forgetting that you're supposed to do the brush first and then the paste. I continue. I'm still wasting.
What do you mean?
Remember, we read a thing that are you supposed to wet the toothbrush before or after you put the paste on?
Oh, yeah.
You're supposed to do it beforehand. You're supposed to go in dry
do
paste, wet brush. And I put the paste on every time and then wet it, and I go, dang it, I forgot again.
Well, the
Yeah,
nice thing is
wet
if
brush.
you get it too wet, then it gets all over your mouth. But if you do it just before you put it on there, you don't have to worry about it getting all over your face.
Great point.
All right. Thank you all. I think we solved a lot of problems today.
Heck yeah.
All right. That is it for us. Donnie Fandango is next. Thank you all for tuning in. Monday in the books. Moon, what is today's podcast titled?
I once paid for a poem from a rando.
Okay. And that did happen with a couple people in this room.
Yeah.
A poem from a rando. All right, Moon, what else you got?
You know what? Just follow me on my socials. Moon Valjean here. Lots of fun stuff. Lots of family fun stuff. Lots of music fun stuff. Lots of radio stuff.
All right.
Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of
It's all fun.
It kind of covers me.
Yeah.
Cool.
Learn.
Come see my band August 31st at Sky Music Lounge in Ballwin. $10 cover. It's 9 to midnight. We're going to have ourselves a good party playing rock and roll from the 50s to the 90s in order. And you can follow me at Lern versus Radio for more info on that.
Same day you can double dip and see a comedy show, The Nudist Colony. I believe it is open to the public, but you do have to be naked. So I'll have more information on that tomorrow, but that'll be happening on the same day. And if you're in Los Angeles, California, this Friday, I'm taping a small mini special for Don't Tell Comedy. If you'd like to come, DM me or something. I can probably get a few folks.
Slip in at Rafe's DMs.
Slip in there. I'd like to put some. I'll load the audience with a couple friendly faces. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So
right.
I am Rafe Williams.
King Scott.
Yeah, follow me at King Scott Rules, and I'll be taping some pipes later today, so it's going to be
Right
exciting.
on.
All right. Good stuff.
Special pipes?
I love
or
taping. What's that?
Special pipes?
Yeah, it's
Sounds
special pipes.
very sexual, Scott.
Hey, you know, that's what I'm here for.
New episode of Stupiracy out today. Queen Elizabeth was a cannibal.
Oh, no.
That's today's topic of the latest episode of Stupiracy, so download that wherever you get your podcasts. All right, we leave you with a selection from our Teamers Member of the Day, brought to you by Hot Shots. Book your fantasy football draft party this season at Hot Shots, hotshotsnet.com/fantasy. From Wrights in Missouri, Levi Box. Yeah, Rizz Member of the Day. And he wants to hear this song. Here it is. Lern goes to Keishi. Donnie Fandango here next. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Hi.
Energy up.
The Rizzuto Show on 105.7 The Point.